Hello everyone, welcome to Anime Amigos. It's a new government in the UK today.
Yeah, so Cal's very happy. Reform got 4 seats.
Oh,
He's picked up his buddy Farage.
not funny, but
We're here
it's
to talk
not
about the
funny.
really important things in life, not general elections, anime.
We need a new anime of the season. So I'm Calvin Exton, the Pokemon Punk.
I'm Reese, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren the JoJo Genius.
I'm Ed, the Vanguard Vagrant, and welcome to the Anime Amigos, labelled as the 2,390th best podcast to listen to while banging your neighbour's wife.
What's the 2,398?
May the hate. and the one above that, is Alistair Campbell's one.
Actually, that helps a lot. I'll break that number 1.
And all.
Anyway. Please don't sue us, Mr. Campbell. So try suing Ian Hislop again. He's got a standard form for it.
He's not watching this.
He comments every week.
I prefer Ian Hislop to watch than Alistair Campbell.
True.
But anyway, so I said on stream on my live stream last night, because Ren had a much better one.
Was it better?
No, yours was made better than mine.
How did yours go?
It went well, but I died a few times.
A few times.
You did not see us on Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, we both died an awful lot.
We died awful lot.
I wish I'd actually kept up on that stream, because I would have actually joined you guys and be the 4th player.
Well, next time.
It's alright, we got Joe.
Can I join you
Fine.
next time?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
I mean, we'll probably keep it. Sorry. Anyway,
moving on. But I said on
Yes.
stream last night, I gave this season we're in spring 2018. We're spring.
Come on,
20.
Cal.
It's
Come on, Cal.
2024.
Why did she lose the thing?
Do you know what? It's a
do
thing.
it.
It's a
6
thing.
years ago.
It's a thing from earlier. I was talking about. We were talking about the best things we've done. Anyway,
Okay.
it's
There's that
it's
classic
spring
dementia.
2024. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, that's why you got confused. I thought it was really good.
I'd probably give it like a 7, 7.5.
Do you have a 7.5? Bruce?
I'd give it a 7, only because I've not been able to watch that much.
So,
There were a lot of really good stuff, but there was also kind
And
of a lot of forgettables.
what would you say overall was like the industry this season?
So I only watched a small number. I watched like 7 shows total. Of those, none of them were really misses, to be honest with you.
So you don't have any disappointments then?
Yeah, I don't actually have any.
Really?
I watched-
You watched Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young and you didn't like it.
I thought. Didn't you also watch God's Game We Play?
No, I don't think.
I thought you
so.
watched like the first episode of that.
Maybe I did. I can't remember.
It's
if I
not
did.
raw.
I did watch the first 2 episodes of the Grandpa one, but I felt as though if I couldn't form an opinion based on that.
Trust me.
It was okay.
I'm going to be
That's
talking about it later on in this one.
Okay.
So we'll have a bit of a chance to discuss that then. But
That would be lovely.
it did feel like no one really stuck with much. Whatever everyone stuck with, they really liked.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of. Do you reckon that was because there was a lot of options in place, so you kind of had to pick and choose a bit more?
Yeah, there's quite a few shows were spread out this season between Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, Netflix.
Yeah.
But again, that should be healthy for the industry, because if you
True.
think about it, that's why I've had a bit of. This is probably going to be quite unpopular.
Of course.
But one of the problems I have is when people complained that Crunchyroll was becoming a monopoly, which they had every right to complain about, because I have my concerns about them, especially considering their attitudes on unions and voice actors.
Yeah.
But then they complain when all these shows go to High Dive and Netflix and Disney Plus. I'm like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
You can't demand everything go on Crunchyroll and they don't be a monopoly.
Well, I think the major point about that is with so many different spread out streaming services, it costs so much to stay up to date.
Yeah, that is fair.
Not to mention there are also just so many that shows go to that we can't access. Like we weren't able to watch Ghost Band Cry.
Yeah, that
for
didn't even
example.
get a licensor. That was surprising. That could have been on our best list, and we couldn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
Incidentally, did Claire do the drawings for that one? Because it looks like something she would draw.
Which one was this?
Girls Band Cry.
Oh no, I didn't watch.
I watched it and thought, I reckon if this got big, Claire would have done fan art
Oh,
of it.
maybe I'll have to show it to her. We should probably resonate with that.
It's another 3D anime, very similar to like High School Girl and Duke of Death,
Yes, yeah.
which does show up on one point on my list.
Oh, I wonder why, Cal.
Yeah. There was a lot of sequels.
Lot of sequels, like I've already mentioned Duke of Death, and we already mentioned a couple of others. Slime. There was
Yeah.
My Hero Academia is going into its final
Yeah.
storyline.
Layback Camp returns.
Yep, and I was going to say sequels that have more than one previous season, so it's like not easy to get up to date necessarily without watching.
We've had a couple of reboots like Spice and Wolf and Bartender Glass of God.
Yeah.
Like Spice and Wolf had a very good reboot. I have a complaint against it, but other than
Same.
Really?
yeah,
I also do.
I think our complaints are different. But what do you think was the strongest point of this season? Was it the variety? Do you think?
Yeah, because there's so many different genres being touched.
Yeah.
Do you think? Do you remember I said a few seasons ago? I think the isekai fatigue is finally starting to hit the industry. I could say this season's actually convinced me the other way around. I don't think it is. I think it's getting a resurgence.
No.
Please.
It's like crypto. It refuses to die.
No, I've seen some isekai. They were bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like we're starting to see some really good isekai come out. Not necessarily this season per se, because I know I know there's a few that were quite bad, but some really good stuff is coming out. I think we shouldn't. Oh.
It's also nice to see consistency from old isekai, not old isekai, but Konosuba.
By the way, this is the worst phone case I've ever had because it blocks the silencer button.
Yep.
And I can't. And I did accidentally turn it silent one time. It took me ages to get it off silent.
The thing is, Carl, I've never known you to have your phone on silent before you got this case and you started complaining about the fact.
No, I kept doing it by accident.
Oh.
Which is how I lost my phone on several occasions in my house. I'm like, could someone ring it? And I still can't hear it. But I think it's time to talk about the holdovers. Presumably, Ren, you didn't have much
I
of
didn't
any.
have any holdovers.
Didn't watch any of Delicious in Dungeon's second half?
No, I probably should have though.
Because it is nominated for Anime of the Year, which
Yeah.
means it's going to be on.
That's okay.
I'm not fully caught up on Undelicious and Dungeon. I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes behind, honestly.
Reese, presumably you only had Delicious in the Dungeon.
Yep.
I only had Delicious and Dungeon.
Hang on.
I had Delicious in the Dungeon and Tsukimichi, and I gave it to Delicious in the Dungeon.
So it's a 24 episode series, yeah?
Yes.
And it's continuing past 12 episodes and they haven't yet got this girl out of the dragon's stomach, I'm assuming.
I'm not going to go into
No,
detail.
I'm
Okay,
not going
sure,
to go into
okay,
detail for
sorry.
spoiler reasons.
And it is confirmed for a second season. Apparently, we are about the halfway point in the story where season 1 ends, so we could finish it with the second one.
I don't think the manga's ended yet.
No, it has.
Oh, it has ended?
It has. It ended, like, I think, not long before the anime came out.
Okay, so it's doing something similar to what My Hero Academia is doing at the minute, where it's coming to its conclusion at the same time the manga's coming to its conclusion.
No, that one came to a conclusion when the anime began.
Oh,
That's
right,
what
I
I mean
see.
with Dungeons and Dungeon.
Oh, I see, yeah. I think another one we should talk... But Tsukimichi, that was another one I watched.
Yeah, I'm surprised by how much you've been going on about that one.
Brilliant second season.
I haven't watched Tsukimichi, so.
It's again, that's one of the really great isekai that's come out recently.
I wasn't able to keep up with it. I really enjoyed what I saw of the second season. Just Makoto being the teacher was hilarious.
I also, one of the things I do like about it is the fact they kind of did the whole, what if now Fumi was an arsehole storyline with one of the other heroes.
Yeah, it's what I really like about it. Like, there are 3 separate heroes and they're all telling, like, different isekai tropes.
Although
one of them's, like, sort of basically Kazuma, but he actually has Riz. One of them is, like, going through a bit of a tragedy as one of their friends dies. And Makoto's just doing what he wants.
And though one of them I would say, Lelouch called, he wants his powers back.
Yeah.
It was and also the Sentai references that they got in the second half were a bit weird.
Really?
Yeah, they got some. I think they have got a lot of Sentai and Kamen Rider references in the second half.
Alright.
And also they had the most. How did they get away with this? EDs ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard the ED.
Well, it's basically I don't include it because it was I obviously wouldn't have included
Yeah,
it.
it's Holdover.
Song was pretty good, and it has a good ending of sort of like Makoto's the Mafia Don with sort of Trilbeat up Tomoe and Mio. But the first part of it is basically semi-nudity of all the characters.
I mean that's basically what Tale of Wedding Rings did in the OP.
Yeah, but they I think it's even more explicit.
Oh wow.
With the exception of they don't go full on nudity like Tales of the Wedding Rings did.
Yeah.
I think though Delicious in the Dungeon, we can now comment on a bit on the second half.
Yeah.
To discuss, because we'll obviously discuss it more in full when we get with more spoilery discussions when we do Anime of the Year, because it won last season. Well, because it won last season, so it's going to be there.
Yeah.
I think they did a very strong second half, particularly the stuff around Senshi. I think was very strong.
Yeah.
Wasn't as big a fan of the whole final few episodes because they did a weird gag.
The bit where I left off at was just when they met the doppelgangers.
Oh, that was a weird
That
one.
was a fun episode.
Even though some of them were blatantly obviously the doppelgangers.
Yeah, even the last two were like with Senshi was very obvious.
So I think it's time to talk about stuff that does get points. So
Yeah.
best OP.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes. One of the best categories.
Yes.
So I actually do have.
Yeah.
By the way, this was sort of a scorecard of me as I went along, so be patient with me on this
yeah.
one. So I got a bunch of them, including some. I got 1, 2, 3.
I've got 10.
6, 7. I got.
Seven.
Seven!
Sorry, I got five.
That the late Len Goodman. That one's for you.
Right, so my 10, so honorable mentions. 10th, I got Bartender Glass of God. 9th, Reincarnated as a Slime. I know. 8th, Dungeon Meshi is a holdover anyway, but it's really good.
Singing oh.
7th, My Hero Academia Season 7.
Yeah, to be fair, that's one of the weaker ones from that group.
Yeah. 6, Mission Yozakura Family.
I'm not happy with that one. Anyway,
5th, Sandlands.
very bottom of the board, thank you.
Love that one.
4th,
Oh, and for the record, we're counting Sandland because it debuted so late into winter and it goes spring on MAL, so that's why we're
Yeah.
counting
Yeah.
it.
4th, I went Windbreaker.
Smart choice, that's a good one.
That's good.
Begins with a W, Cal.
I know, but I've not gone in alphabetical order this time.
Why?
Because that requires too much
not
effort
on
from him.
It's not on there. I definitely wrote it down because it gets points off me. Well, now it is in alphabetical order. It gets points off me, I don't
That's still
know.
not in alphabetical order.
Same difference.
Right.
Next.
3rd, I went Kaiju number 8.
Yep, that was obvious.
2nd, I went Konosuba. As that anime's always had very strong OPs.
Oh, it always does, but it's
Yeah.
not as good as Season 2's OP.
No.
Season 2 is MVP.
And then first, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Do, 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 do. Elliot?
Number 10 was Spice and Wolf. Number 9, Train to the End of the World.
Yes.
8, Jellyfish Can Swim at Night. 7, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. 6, Konosuba Season 3. The answer to the question, are you still watching the Japanese cartoons? Yes, we are. Number 5, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Gets another point.
Number 4, Laid Back Camp Season 3. Honestly, my favourite OP in Laid Back Camp. I love that one.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Sandland.
Oh shit, yeah.
Number 2 is Windbreaker. Number 1 is Kaiju number 8.
Hey.
Guess I'm on
Anyway.
So I've only put one for honourable mention, and it's Train to the End of the World.
Hey, I thought that would be high, honestly.
No, there were better ones in my opinion. Number 5 was Konosuba Season 3.
Again, oh, it's down there.
Number 4, Windbreaker.
Woo!
Number 3, Kaiju number 8.
Only gets 1 point off you.
Indeed. Number 2, I'm going to make it add one, Viral Hit. I think I'm the only person who watched that.
Yeah.
That's fine by me. It's a great show. That's one. And then number 1 is Go Go Loser Ranger.
Hey.
Oh.
I love the weird kind of child chanting bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
so
was
cool.
really good.
Just because it's so unsettling.
Yeah,
So-
it is, yeah.
My honourable mentions are Unnamed Memory
Okay.
and Windbreaker.
Oh.
Only honorable mention.
Interesting.
Number 5, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Okay.
Number 4, I had The Duke of Death and His Maid.
Mhm.
Then I had number 3, That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime Season 3.
Mhm.
Number 2 was Mission Yokozuna Family.
Didn't
Oh,
watch that
damn.
one.
And my number 1 was Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Ah, so that seems to have taken that one.
Yeah, Kaiju number 8's in the lead with 8 points. Second place is Go Go Loser Ranger, and third is Windbreaker.
Yeah, we all agreed on Windbreaker.
Windbreaker's amazing.
Windbreaker, great OP, yeah, but Kaiju number 8 was the most prominent because it got first place from me and Elliot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was one a very good OP. Best thing Imagine Dragons have done in ages with their contribution to it.
Wait,
Again, Arcane.
Yeah.
What are they for which show?
Kaiju number 8. They did some of the they collaborated on that song.
Oh, I thought that was someone else.
Yeah, it is.
Youngblood.
It is. They collaborated.
It was
Oh,
Youngblood
sorry.
who did it.
Okay, got it.
Was Elliot?
Youngblood.
Yeah,
Youngblood did. Youngblood does it, but Kaiju the in Imagine Dragons I believe have a writing credit on it.
Ah, okay, sure. It sounds Imagine
It does sound a bit Imagine Dragons, but with some of their better stuff like Warriors and...
Imagine Dragon these nuts though.
Yeah, the reason it wasn't higher on mine was just because the OP looks very much like AI art.
It does.
That was
yeah,
off-putting for me.
I like AI visuals, but I didn't like how
I liked how the OP was so very non-anime though.
Yeah.
Like usually, like you don't see any of the characters. You just see like weird chemical visuals.
It's weird because it feels like everything in terms of like the presentation and the marketing and all that business feels like they're aiming for a Western audience for it.
Yeah.
Particularly the fact they've tried to make this the first like simulcast to Twitter.
Yeah, which is so funny to see.
Yeah, seriously, the Twitter's trying to turn itself into like a stream platform as well. So they do it like WWE has a show on there called Speed where they do like 3-minute matches. And they tried to they got Kaiju number 8.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But no one watched it on there. They all watched it on Crunchyroll.
Hell fucking surprise.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to watch the final 2 episodes again because they got to come out in dub still. The dub got delayed slightly, so I watched.
I noticed that. I tried to catch up.
The final 2 episodes. I watched the final 2 episodes in sub, and I figured I'd go back and watch it because I did not want spoilers for what happened in those episodes.
Yeah.
It's great OP though, I would say.
Yeah.
Go Loose Ranger did very well. Was on pretty much everyone's board.
That was a very good OP. Yeah.
It really was.
More kind of traditional OP. Like the visuals are great. The song itself is fantastic as well.
Yeah, it also ties into the story as well, where we see the fighters being manipulated by children to perform.
Yeah.
Is there any Sentai references that we missed in that one because of?
Oh yeah, there's massive ones. Every episode title is named after a Sentai opening.
That's awesome.
Every single episode
That's
title.
So fun.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Again, we probably missed that because we were used to things like because we've obviously got Power Rangers over here. Light speed, rescue! Every time I can't not do it.
Impossible.
It's weird because I mean, I was actually thinking they would go full on like Sentai or Power Rangers style opening to sort of do a parody of it, but they sort of did something slightly different.
Yeah, so they focus more on like the melancholy side
Yeah.
of the villains, which I thought was quite refreshing to see.
Yeah, there's no melancholy Power Rangers opening, for example. I don't think.
No,
Unless you remember how bad Operation Overdrive is, and then you have to listen to that terrible opening.
Yeah.
Oh. Genuinely, I will be sick if I hear it.
Quick, get it on.
Yeah, and a lot of fans hate that series as well because the main rangers stole from charity.
Oh fuck.
What in real life or on the show?
In real life.
Oh, damn.
Not the worst thing a Power Rangers actor has done in real life.
Yeah.
Explain.
One of them's committed murder.
Yeah, but she got off on self-defense charges.
Like, I mean, are we talking murderers, like self-defense as in there was a giant monster attacking the city and they killed it?
No, he stabbed a bloke.
Yeah, no, not just a bloke, his roommate. He got into an argument, stabbed him with a sword.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
With a sword?
Yeah.
On to more happier things, Windbreaker.
Windbreaker, I loved that OP so much, it was so good.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, that was a really good one. The one I'm glad people didn't stick on to, because I actually thought it was a really bad opening, was Remonster.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
I completely forgot about the show.
Into the fire!
I think I watched like 2 episodes of Remonster, and then I heard that apparently it gets really iffy in the 3rd episode. I was just like, you know what, I'm good.
Oh yeah, harem orgies through the roof.
Well, not a sentence I expected to hear today.
It's anime. We're reviewing anime, Brandon. You really should have.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out though as well, some Spice and Wolf got an honourable mention from Elliot. That surprised me because I thought that opening was terrible.
I really I liked it. I liked the calmness of it. It reminds me, I guess, a bit of the EDs from Rising of the Shield Hero.
Do you know what they tried to do? I was going to see if Reese corrects me on this one. They tried to capture that first opening.
Massively.
They really tried to recapture it, and they don't succeed at all.
It's just not nearly as good.
In all fairness,
as a song.
I did not watch. I haven't watched the original Spice and Wolf.
Yeah,
so,
you have. Yeah, you have. You
so-
watched this one. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Okay, fine. I didn't want to watch the very, very first one.
Why did they re-release it then?
But the
Money.
thing is, I assume they're going like a Brotherhood route because the other one did skip a bunch of light novel chapters. In fact, it's very weird. There's a thing on Reddit I saw, and it was like, this is the order that it takes place in the light novel. This is what, and then this is what the manga adapted. This is what the anime adapted. None of them adapt the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the light novels are still ongoing at this point.
Still ongoing.
I'm surprised me and Reese only had Sandland on there.
Yeah,
It's
th-
all
that-
right.
I really like the OP too.
Yeah, I thought it was dead fun the way they're all dancing around.
Yeah, I also like how in the second they also changed the second half slightly to show like the villains and also have fuck, what's her name in there?
So, Sandlad and Konosuba both got 2 points.
Konosuba was good.
Konosuba was quite good, but I think it really disappointed me after how good the second OP was.
I don't
With
remember
a
Yeah, the second OP, there's nothing beating that one.
Yeah, nothing's beating that one. That's one of the best. So going over the anime that got 1 point, Duke of Death is made, Slime season 3, which I'm very surprised Elliot didn't pick.
It was close. I will be honest, it was very, very close.
Laid Back Camp season 3, obviously. That have been viral here, which none of us watched,
It was good.
except Ren.
Which just sounds like a spin-off for Cells at Work.
I feel like I'm really
Yeah.
Not remotely.
I feel like after this, I'm a bit dreading the fact I might have been the only person who watched Mission Yokozuna Family.
No, I watched
I
it.
did.
Because it was on Disney Plus.
I did. I just thought the OP was just fine.
I think it's because it made me laugh. Some the OP.
I just forgot to watch it.
The best part of the OP was the bit when they're in the car.
Yeah. Na 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 na. Here we go. That is literally the lyric.
Yeah, it just repeats for like a minute.
Yeah. I also do like the way they introduced all the siblings in the order that they're born.
Yeah.
And it does it like a revolve with the different colours bullets for represent the different family members.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's basically Spy X Family, but there's a marriage involved.
Wait,
Yeah.
this isn't the one.
Not really. It's Spy X Family, but it's a family of spies, and everyone is incredibly chaotic.
Yeah.
Is it from the perspective of the youngest kid?
No, it's Disney Plus.
Okay, ignore me then.
What does that mean? He says, "Is it a perspective from the youngest kid?" No, it's Disney Plus.
Because I know it's not what that's not what
Yeah,
Disney
no,
Plus
no.
shows.
There was
Also, the youngest one is the tall one with the bucket on his head.
Pardon.
There's the science guy is a hulking giant who's actually really gentle,
Nice.
but he has a bucket on his head with a drawn face on it.
Teal.
Yeah, there's also a shape-shifting femboy as well. That wears a cat hoodie.
Yeah.
And as well, there's
Disney Plus, you say?
Yeah.
Disney
There,
Plus.
there is also a hacker who hacks things by playing video games.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's going to show up quite a
It's
bit.
a
on my
wild show.
very.
So obviously Kaiju was winning this one
Yeah.
hands down. So I think it's time to move. Actually, do we comment on any of the 1-pointer ones? Because
Viral Hits are very catchy OP, and the show is very good.
I'm so surprised with the one who's mentioned Laid Back Camp.
It was on my honorable mention, wasn't it?
Was it?
I'm not surprised I'm the only one who mentioned Duke of Death. Though I will
No.
say I think Duke of Death's OP this season was the weakest one because they didn't write a song for it.
Laid Back Camp's OP, in my opinion, it's the best. It's the best OP of the series. I think it's really good.
I think I preferred Seize the Day, if I'm honest, the second season opening.
No, I prefer the first one. No, third one. Sorry.
The only other one I want to talk about then is Slime, which I thought Elliot would also give it a point.
It was very close, but I just prefer the others a bit more.
That
Yeah.
opening though just gets me every time. That
Yeah.
give me reason.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the EDs then. Slightly stronger than I was expecting this season. So
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of them.
I mean, I've got 7 again.
I got my 10.
I got 10.
5.
Okay, so start with mine. Honorable mentions. 10th, I went for Konosuba. 9th, Windbreaker.
Yeah.
8th, Dungeon Meshi. 7th, Demon Slayer. 6th, Mission Family. 5th,
Damn it!
I know. 5th, Sandland. It managed to get 5th place on both my OP and EDs.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Symmetry, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I think Dungeon Meshi got 8 on both of yours as well.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, it did. I didn't realise. 4th, Spice and Wolf. It's not as good as the original ED because that's amazing and a massive meme.
Yes, I go.
3rd, Kaiju number 8.
Oh yes, it's up there. Nobody got you the way I do.
2nd, My Hero Academia. That's one of the best EDs had in years.
I don't know if I can agree with that one, but okay.
And first, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Of course.
Of course.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. 8 are on my list.
Okay,
I just remember Go Go Loser Ranger as a thing.
Okay, my turn. Number
Yeah.
10, Bartender, Glass of God.
Hmm.
Number 9, Unnamed Memory. Number 8, An Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride. Number
It makes
7,
sense in context.
Number 7, Konosuba. Number 6, Spice and Wolf. Number 5, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night.
Oh shit, forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a really good ED.
Yeah.
Number 4, Windbreaker.
Windbreaker's down there. Yep.
W.
Number 3, Kaiju number 8.
Oh, so it's been on both our lists.
Yeah.
Number 2, Layback Camp.
Layback Camp is...
Al.
It's not in alphabetical order. I'm running on fumes here.
And prepared for more similarities, number 1, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Hey!
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
So this is probably the most Ali and I have agreed on the list.
This is the most you two have agreed on anything.
Number 5.
Hang on, I've got to write
Sorry,
3 points for Go Go Loser Ranger.
G.
It's at the top of the fucking board!
Number 5 is Windbreaker.
Number 5 is Windbreaker.
Double.
This is like Eurovision.
Number 4 is Kaiju number 8.
No other demons you're fighting through.
Number 3, Konosuba season 3.
That's kind of super down.
K.
Fuck off.
Sorry to disappoint you guys, but Go Go Loser Ranger number 2.
Oh, we can have
Oh.
3 for 3!
Yeah, sorry.
Sacrilege.
Sorry. And number 1, Train to the End of the World.
I would have broken it anyway if we had done it.
That was a good
I thought it
ED.
was really cute. I loved it. I loved kind of.
To be fair, I would have broken it even if we had gone 3-3. It wouldn't have been 4-4.
Yeah.
I like reflective, kind of cutesy things.
Are you just typing in Train to the End of the World now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I picked it as one of my favourite OPs. Well, it's number 9, but still.
Yeah, but if it doesn't get it on the score, I don't add it. Anyway, my honourable mentions are Unnamed Memory, Sound Euphonium Season 3, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night, number 5 Go Go Loser Ranger,
There you go.
Sacrilege.
How dare he? He
number,
will be burned at the stake!
number 4 Windbreaker, number 3 Kaiju number 8.
We all had Windbreaker at similar places.
Well, mine was
When you need somebody to...
No, mine was 9th.
Oh, never mind.
Number 2 Mission Yokozuna Family, and my number 1 was Spice and Wolf.
Oh,
There you
really?
go.
Incidentally, it's very close now between Go Go Loser Rangers in the lead and Kaiju number 8's in second. So Go Go Loser Ranger was the big hit.
I love that one so much.
So
It's
good.
just very good.
I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for any ED or OP that's just the characters dancing.
Yeah.
And seeing Fighter D fumble with the dances was just so fun.
Yeah.
Especially considering how bad the ED for Grandma and Grandpa turned young again that tried that shit and it was
Yeah.
really bad.
What did they try
Or
to
the
register?
or the OP to Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable, where they could not do the dance at all.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Chilling in Number 1 Level 2 Cheat Skills tried that with their OP. And it, I mean, a lot of people liked it. I wasn't really enamored with it. Especially considering the end of the song was so terrible.
It's not Wise Man Grandchild to that level.
No, not that bad.
Because we know Ren still goes on about
No,
that.
it's the fact that she just repeats. The song's working a little bit up until that last verse, and then it just fucks it up. So, incidentally, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night finally got on the board here.
I love that ED so much. That was an awesome one.
Yeah, I really need to get back to that show because I remember starting it, really enjoying it. I have no chance to get back.
You
to it.
should get back to it. It's one of the best character works this season, in my opinion.
Incidentally, I'd like to add to this conversation. Kaiju number 8 did very, very well.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's just a simple OP showing like the daily lives of all the characters, which I love.
Yeah,
And-
done by One Republic.
Ron Republic
Yeah.
does the
Yeah,
song, and did they do a song for Sonic Frontiers, or was it? No, it was OK Go.
Nah.
But it's a good song. I'll give them that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I like the animation more than I like the song, which is why.
But
I
it's
was
like-
Yeah, it is sort of chartsy kind
Yeah,
of.
it's a bit-
And it is,
Yeah.
and it also has major tonal whiplash because like it's gonna kill them on the spot.
Yeah.
Nobody got you the way I do.
I said because the music video appeared on my YouTube the other day, and it's literally just the band just in Japan, just
right.
chilling. It's so random.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a very good. Let's go for the win. So Go Go Loser Ranger, we obviously discussed that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
The winner on
with that amazing rotoscoping.
the winner
Yeah.
on Red's one was Train to the End of the World.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
I
it
enjoyed
was
that
I'll
one.
be honest, Red, I didn't watch this show, so
I
You
liked it
missed
personally.
out.
It's
It was
really
super. It was super weird, and I love it.
Which
I thought the humour was great as
streaming service was it on?
That was on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
It was-
I also didn't watch it.
I spoke about it early on. I'm glad you picked it up, Elliot.
Yeah, no, I will also. It was one of the first things I watched. I it took me a while to get back to it, hence why I'm only like 6 episodes
No,
in.
valid, yeah, I only watched it.
The only point I got up to the point where they encountered the zombies. If you remember, if you got to that bit.
I didn't watch loads
Cons-
and loads. but-
right.
Considering I
Yeah.
have to swap between sub and dub a few times this season,
Yeah.
I think I've really noticed how much better Crunchyroll's user interface is now.
Yeah,
this
it's
season.
improved quite drastically.
They give you the much more easier to skip openings and endings if you need
Yeah.
to skip previews. It's,
No, I never skip the OPs.
One thing I want them to do is to add in a seasonal like bracket, because they
Yeah.
have new releases, but then they don't tell you what's like re-released slash.
They do have seasonal simulcasts. They do have like a
yeah.
simulcast section of it.
yeah.
But problem about though, you'll see simulcast for older shows.
Yeah.
I would point out though,
Listen.
Sandland shot up to third
Hey,
in this
Wow.
category.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to
Oh,
stay
good for
there,
you.
Elliot. I'm going to be honest. on that one.
It's fine. It doesn't get an insane and massive number of points for me.
yeah.
So, I picked Spice and Wolf as my number
That
one.
one surprised me.
Very
yeah.
surprising.
Best song now of all the EDs.
No.
Easily.
I mean, I mostly liked it for sort of the children's book drawings.
Those
they
are
have.
all good as well, but I think the thing for me that did it is I like folk metal and I like folk music.
Yeah.
So I think that's what drew me to it.
That's a fun anime.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So it's very...
So it's not that you see Hollow naked at the very beginning of it.
No, I completely forgot about that until you mentioned
Oh, I'm sure you did, Cal.
Sure.
it. It reminded,
Sure.
but it reminded me a little bit of Faun and Santiano and that sort of music.
Okay, sure.
That's the sort of thing. That's why I think I liked that one so
should
much.
listen to it.
Well, it's still not as good as the original ED though.
I'll give you that one. It's not, but I.
7 apples on a witch's tree. It's so funny and random.
It's but the thing is though, Reese,
Yeah.
we're not comparing it with that one. We're comparing it with the EDs this season, and on
I
that
know, I
basis, it was really very good. I also found
In my Go Go's Range is just the most fun.
Oh,
It was
so good.
so fun.
once again. We can't coordinate ourselves to this one.
No, not at all.
We couldn't anyway.
So, I'm amazed you gave it only like a second. I gave it second place, and you gave it an honorable mention with Mission Yokazura Family. Again, I feel like
I gave it an honorable mention.
Yeah,
it
it got 6 for me.
was
The-
6 for me.
the 8-bit graphic idea they did was quite cool.
Yeah, which is why it went so high for me.
But I also like the song as well. Actually, if I'm honest, that one,
I thought the song was okay, but
The song was alright. It was more the visuals for me.
Yeah, so
And it only just left off my list personally.
But I'm going by which ones made me really stick for the ED, and that was one that's made me stick for the ED, and I was never pressing the skip button on Disney Plus, but it kept doing it anyway.
Right.
Dicks.
Very helpful.
Disney Plus real.
Netflix is the same.
Netflix is the same as well. I really want these services to stop doing this because it's exactly the same problem I have with the fact with why you watch the BBC and the idents come up. It's like, here's an introduction of a program. It's like, I just want to watch the credits.
Yeah.
I don't want to end with another program. I think Charlie Brooker had a very good analogy for this on his program. Where he said it'd be like, you know that moment when you finish a book and you want to close it up and just sort of reflect on it. It'd be like if someone in a clown outfit suddenly showed up and saying, "Do you want to read this book now? Or do you want to read that book now?"
I was also sadly the only one who once again mentioned Laid Back Camp. I love that ED. It was just so chill and nice. And also it also showed Nadeshiko's recent obsession with trains in the 3rd season, which I just love.
Well, the good news is that in this next category, we're not going to see Go-Go Loser Ranger lose any of the points
No,
it got
no.
because no one's going to say that was a fucking disappointing anime.
No.
Biggest disappointment.
Yay!
I think I'm not going to have trouble explaining my biggest disappointment. I'm going to have a real trouble explaining my biggest surprise and why
I
it's surprising.
have 5.
I've got 3.
I've got 2.
I didn't pick one.
Okay.
Yeah, you liked all yours.
Yeah.
I didn't
So-
watch.
Yeah, you liked all the anime.
So-
What's that like?
There was the Grandpa one, which I watched the first 2 episodes of, and I wasn't impressed.
Do you want to give it that one then?
I don't feel I need to because I didn't grasp the show really. So
But you know, if you don't have to watch the whole thing to give it the points. I didn't. I had issues with the first few episodes.
no,
Yeah,
It does get better later.
I
I'll
mean,
tell you
most
that.
of mine I only watched the first 1 or 2 episodes of.
Okay,
I'll
so-
leave it.
Okay, you want your choice? I'll say.
You're cool.
So
Reese.
my second is Demon Slayer.
Oh wow.
You
Yeah.
Yeah.
send your hate mail to Reese in like at
Look, Yeah, my major problem is the pacing is so slow.
Yeah.
It's just another training arc.
Yeah, when I read when I was reading the manga, that was probably the bit I hated the most.
Yeah, because if it was up to me, I would have fast forwarded this with like flashbacks.
Elliot,
Yeah.
no, hang on, you've got to get your
And
last
then
one.
first one, Spice and Wolf.
Whoa.
I'm being extra critical because it's such a carbon copy. Literally,
Okay.
That's
the-
fair.
most of the stuff they changed was the background songs and the animation art style. And the art style is not as good as the original.
Can I just point out, it's
I
lost...
and I have to say screenshots.
That is fair.
Oh, the wrong one, that's kind of super.
Again, I this is my first time ever watching it, so I'm probably a lot more into it than you are.
Can I point out, he just deleted all the points I gave it for the ED.
Good.
Sorry, Cal.
He'll get some points back from me later.
So,
Yeah, same.
But I kind of agree with you a bit. We'll get to that when we get to the next
Yeah.
bit. Elliot, what's your 5?
Number 5 is studio apartment, got lighting angel included. Basically, the angel next door supposed to be rotten
With an actual-
without her angel and with the protagonist whose head looks like it's made out of plastic.
And they do a stranger danger joke
no,
at the beginning.
I did watch the first episode of that, and again, also was massively unimpressed.
Yeah,
do you
it
wanna
was bad.
Do you want to give it the points?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
So it's on -4.
Number 4, chilling in another world with my level 2 super cheat powers.
It gets 1 point back from me later, so that's
I
fine.
just did not like that one. I'm sorry. I watched the first episode, it was super unappealing.
They don't get to the really good stuff in this season. They would get to it in another season if they got to it.
Number 3, Grandma and Grandpa turn young again.
Mm.
I watched 10 minutes of the first episode. It was everyone just lusting over the Grandma and Grandpa, including the daughter and granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't defend that one at all.
Number 2, and this is the tragedy of the season for me. Whisper Me a Love Song.
I know.
Oh shit! Sorry, I completely forgot I watched that.
Do you want to give that the points instead?
I'll explain afterwards. And number 1, the banished former hero lives as he pleases. The literal definition of my expectations were low, but holy shit.
So is this what Banished from the Heroes Party could have been?
Or just it's for regular people.
No, Banished from the Heroes Party. Banished from the Hero. I'll get into it. Why?
Yeah, you get into it later. Okay, so I got 3. I got Remonster.
Yeah,
What?
again, I heard that one really fell off.
Why does Crunchyroll do this to me, where they make the dubcast to be the really bad show at least one time?
Yeah.
I rely on your dubs. Can you make the same day dub ones better? Sound Euphonium season 3. I hate to do this because I'm such a fan of the first 2.
Oh, damn.
But I gotta say, this season was
I'm gonna
much
be on the way.
duller.
I'll be honest. On the way up, when you said you were so disappointed by season 3, I thought you were going to say Duke of Death's Mate. I have not watched it, but just because you said how upset you were.
Yeah. Look, there's 2 very large reasons why he'll never sour on that show.
But my number 1, and I know a lot of people will agree with me on this one, Unnamed Memory.
Oh, yeah.
I'll explain what, and you don't need to watch it, and I can explain why.
I got to like episode 6 of that one. The thing that sort of drew me out of it was in that episode, the 2 characters had their first kiss, and I treated it like it was nothing.
Oh yeah, in 4 episodes.
I was thinking, okay, clearly they cut something now. I feel like they should have been more impactful.
4 episodes later they bang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then 2 episodes after that they get married.
Right.
Apparently a big problem with that one was a lot of people were saying they left out some pretty important stuff from the light novel.
Now I'm
like
not.
a lot of stuff, like to the point where someone actually made a massive lists in the Crunchyroll comments every episode.
Now I am not a light novel reader, so this is that's not going to affect me in that sense. I feel for anyone who's had that issue.
I'm not, and it did feel like it were missing.
I would say I didn't read it. I personally thought I didn't mind that because one of the problems I have with a lot of light novel adaptations, a lot of manga, and some manga adaptations have this issue. They don't cut stuff, and there's so much fluff in there that's like, why was this here? This is just filler to get you to another chapter.
Yeah.
But because your publisher demanded so many.
And you saying that, I'm surprised you're not more critical of season 3 of that time I got reincarnated as slime.
Put it this way.
I love the season 3 of that, by the way. Shut up, haters.
I'm absolutely with you on that one. The people on Anime News Network that said it was one of the worst shows of the season can officially fuck off. The thing that does it for me on Unnamed Memory is, genuinely, I was saying that I really liked the first 12 episodes. The first 12, this was going to be in my top 5. It was going to be in all character categories, everything. Last episode happened, ruined everything.
Why did it ruin it so much?
They erased the entire first season.
Right.
They basically set it back to 0 and say, actually, it's a different timeline now, and this happened
Oh,
instead.
Wait, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they basically said, no, we're going to erase it. Oscar's now erased from history, and Tinashe now marries someone else, and all the events might have happened, but they didn't happen, and they don't remember each other, and we're going to go back to square one.
That could have been. I don't know, maybe
No,
that's what the unnamed memory title was meant to be.
But that's such a waste of time.
Yeah, I agree, it's fucking bullshit.
That
Yeah.
wasted all my time. And the thing is, it bothers me because it's a side of, and I don't want to, I don't use this a lot because I think it's unfair to use it, but I'm going to use it in this case. Lazy writing. This is a case of, you could have done something very interesting with these characters with this setup, and you went, nah, that's too easy. I'm gonna do the swerve for the sake of a swerve.
Yeah,
Who wrote this? Vince McMahon.
yeah, that does sound like some Dragon Quest My Story bullshit right there.
Twist for twist's sake.
I still have
Yeah.
not. I've still
That's
have
what
not
it
forgiven
is.
that
That's
show.
it in a nutshell. It's a twist for a twist's sake, and there was no need for a twist to be there.
Yeah.
You could have done something way more interesting with that setup, and you chose the other one. And it's out. So you could talk all about the light novel skips, all that one. I'm not a light novel reader. I wasn't bothered by this because I wasn't aware of it, and I thought the pacing was fine, if I'm honest. I'm an outlier on that one. I accept it. But when you had the last episode insult my time, I have to put it on this list. It's genuinely one of the worst finales in the 7 years we've been doing this. I genuinely hate it that much.
So worse than Stars Align, would you say?
Yeah, I think so, because no, I would say with Stars Align there was no chance that was ever going to get a conclusion.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this one it's
This-
having a season 2.
It's getting a season 2 in January. I don't know if I'm going to stick around for it because
maybe
you can fix this mistake, but I think even then I'm going to not trust that you fixed the mistake because you've already proven to me that I can't trust your endings. I can't trust your conclusions because you can erase them at any time.
Yeah.
Shall we go? Since my rant's done, shall we go to Reese's rant?
Yep. So, which one do you want to tackle first?
I want to go with your I don't. Demon Slayer. I think you conveyed it quite well.
Yeah,
I
just
want to.
nothing happens.
Spice and Wolf. I want to defend this one slightly because I agree with you. I had a problem with the fact that it just felt like it was a fresh coat of paint on an old anime.
Yeah.
And this, but I also sort of wonder at the time what would they have done elsewise, because if you want to adapt those later light novels, you're not guaranteeing that the people that liked the first 2 seasons are coming back for this one. Like, some of them have moved on.
Well, my problem is that they could have just skipped out a lot of this necessary stuff that doesn't factor into later chapters.
That's
Yeah.
true. Here's the thing, though. Is Spice and Wolf incredibly popular in Japan? I mean, really popular.
It used to be like decades ago, but not anymore.
So
that might be why, because it is such an old anime that hasn't had a continuation for ages. So
do you mind if I just...
they might be doing this remake in hopes of like being able to adapt more of it. And I feel like for new viewers, it would be incredibly confusing.
So
to
we're
them.
talking 2008, 2009. But what's do you have any other issues with it other than...
Well, apart from that, it's made just the new art style. I think it just looks worse in every way.
That's fair.
I can see your point. Imagine did the animation for the first one.
And that style that still holds up really well.
I don't mind the new art style though, personally.
I will say-
it is a bit like better glossy at times. I guess.
Can I point out?
Because I've taken screenshots of the old on the right. It just looks so much better than that from 2008.
Do you know
I do agree. I think the shell shading is definitely better.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I think Spice and Wolf. It does. I will say it does show up in my animation category.
So you've got the original on the right, the new one on the left.
Yeah, it does look better.
Can I say the reason why? What I think, because Spice and Wolf does end up in my top 5 on best animation. It's not my winner, by the way, but
It ends up. I think it's an honorable mention for me.
because it looks good on
Yeah.
some level. But the thing that throws it off for me, and I'll agree with Reese on this one, it looks overproduced.
It does a bit, yeah.
It looks like they've tried too hard to say this is an update. Whereas, like, I'm trying to think of other shows that have had revivals where they look like Fullmetal Alchemist. That's a very different animation style.
Yeah.
Not very different, but it's a different animation style. But they do make it look like that thing brought a few years forward.
Yeah.
Obviously, less of a gap between Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I don't understand the reason why this Spice and Wolf exists, because it's not. It's going to take 2 seasons just to catch up to what we already had, and even then, if they want to do the Brotherhood thing, they'd have to skip part of season 2 because season 2 skips a bunch of storylines.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where they're going with it.
I mean, for a good comparison of obviously an older show, but why not look at Fruits Basket and see what the re-release of that did, and see how this compares?
Yeah, how much of Fruits Basket of the remake, the first season of Fruits Basket remake actually adapted followed from the first season?
About 2/3 of it, because they skipped ahead to get stuff that ended up in season 2 to.
So who knows? They might be doing the same with this.
But the difference is with Spice and Wolf, the first season's actually very, very faithful. It didn't skip that much. Season 2 was when it went a bit off the rails.
So I think the difference is obviously with Fruits Basket, the anime wasn't done, or the manga wasn't done when the anime came out.
The light novel wasn't done, and it's still not done at this point.
No, but it's been on a major go slow.
Yeah,
due to the health of the author.
The manga is done, but it only adapts up to a certain point.
Yeah.
And it also misses a bunch of chapters again. It does a few chapters the anime doesn't do, but it doesn't do some of the ones the anime does, and it doesn't do a bunch the light novel does. It's really confusing.
Yeah, massively.
Good God, I thought the Black Butler anime adaptations were confusing because season 1 is canon, but only half of season 1. Season 2 isn't canon. Everything else after is.
Right.
Black Butler's confusing.
I mean, original Hellsing, to be fair,
From what I've heard, what's happened with that is Black Butler, basically the publishers got wind of all the non-canon shit they were adding, and basically said, no, you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Lost your rights.
So they basically gave it to people who would, and the rule was you're only allowed to do canon stories now.
The manga is still going. It's on 34 volumes at the minute.
It's a very good premise for a show. I don't understand why. That's why with season 2 tried to do that faux conclusion. I was like, what are you doing?
I enjoy it. I've only watched season 1. I really enjoyed it.
Season 2, you can ignore the ending. The ending's not canon.
I mean, season 2 in general is not canon.
Season 2 is not very good either.
So just skip to Book of Circus, I believe.
Book of Circus is really good.
Can I ask you about your what was the sound, the whisper?
Oh, Whisper Me a Love Song.
Yeah, tell me.
Here's the thing. The reason why this isn't my number 1 is because the story and characters are both amazing. The story and characters are very good.
It isn't your number 1.
It's the anime, it's the adaptation part that isn't.
So
the animation, the story, even things just from the postures and gestures of the characters just feel so flat and jagged and robotic. Yeah. Everyone who saw this was saying this deserves so much better of an adaptation, and I'm fully with them.
Because I liked what I saw of it and enjoyed the most part. I feel like it was getting to a point that it felt not great.
I got to watch 6 episodes. I want to watch more so much because I love the story, but I could not stand the animation.
What about
that is the big tragedy of this season.
Ellie, I didn't watch this show because I thought it looked really bad. But what is the fallen hero?
The former banished hero lives as he pleases. Oh, let me tell you a story.
How does it compare to Banished from the Heroes Party now that's because you weren't a big fan of that one?
I was okay with Banished from the Heroes Party. Yeah. I didn't think it was anything amazing, but I could understand why I like this one. This one. So, it follows the main character Alan, who is banished from his family for being super weak, but turns out in a former life he was the hero job, and therefore he's secretly super powerful.
Right. Hang on, I just realised this is QI the anime.
Oh fuck.
It gets better. He says, okay, I cannot use my super ultra powerful badass powers. I have to pretend to keep them secret. A promise he keeps for about 10 seconds. When he sees a couple of big titted waifus fighting a couple of low-level rock enemies. One of them is a childhood friend of his who calls out his name when she's about to die, despite the fact they haven't seen each other in probably a decade.
Right.
And my God, he's more powerful than the current hero, despite the fact that both have the same class, is so awful. And then it's the animation. Oh my God, the animation. This was animated by Studio Dean, and I do not know how, because it is so abysmally awful. It made me think more fondly of Villainous Level 99 from the last season, a show I specifically stopped watching because of how bad the animation was.
It's weird because Studio Dean was getting better at their animation. They've gone back.
Studio Dean did Konosuba, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what.
Oh my god, it's the worst thing I've seen all year. It is absolutely abysmal. I was generally tempted to keep watching just to see how bad it got. Apparently it does get worse. The thing I find even most funny, sorry for keeping interrupting, but the thing I find most funny is they brought out the first 2 episodes at once, at the same time. Yeah, like people are gonna watch the first. Finished the first one. It was a struggle.
Shall I add to
Holy shit!
the fact I said QI the anime? I realised in my head there actually someone I remembered there is someone did online that they did clips of Beyblade with QI voiceover. What? Yeah, with Mr. Dickinson as Stephen Fry
You have to send me this
and Tyson as Alan Davis.
You're gonna have to show us this
Yeah,
afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Max is Dara O'Brien. Ray Phil Jupitus, and who was the woman in that duo in G Revolution?
Oh, it's been
She's
so-
Joe Brand.
Also, I just have a question for Ren, because he watched more of this than I did. Did Grandma and Grandpa turn young again? Did anything happen after
I
what I watched?
watched the entire season.
Oh, right.
Yes, it did.
Did it get better?
Much better.
Oh, okay.
Much better.
That's good. I only watched the first 10 minutes of the first episode. It did not appeal to me at all.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
No. First couple of episodes are not great. I will grant you that one, but I went for my 3 episode rule.
Yeah.
Episode 3 won me back.
Also, chilling in another world with my level 2 super cheat skills.
I didn't say it was going to be great. I said it was okay.
I still did not like it.
What was the premise of this one?
It was basically he go from one isekai world to another one, and
That was the most interesting thing. It was someone being from one isekai world being reincarnated into another one.
I feel like I might. Sorry, yeah.
And the way he gets his super cheap powers is dumb. He basically levels up once by killing 3 slimes. And his all stats are instantly infinite. Like, I cannot believe I'm about to use this anime defensively, because I fucking hate this one. But at least I got a cheat skill in another world that became unrivaled in the real one too. At least in that one, he killed like a level 100 enemy.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say it's much better than that show.
Can I say? I think I also Remonster's the one where he comes back as a goblin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also.
That's
watched the
way
first
worse
episode.
than
No,
any
that
of those
was
shows.
That was bad.
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes
Like-
of that one, thought it was alright. Heard things get very iffy after that, thought,
It
you know
looked-
what, I'm good.
It looked as if it was getting iffy in the first episode. I was like, if they're showing this now, I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he fucks a dryad and then he fucks the entire party
Wow.
later.
Damn.
There's a joke they have partway through where they say they don't show anything, but it's like unlike the manga, they actually did sound effects, which because I heard from manga readers that they said the sound effects weren't in the manga, and they did have to keep the gag of he soundproofs the office.
Oh god.
Japan.
But no, seriously, he has an orgy with 5 of them.
Fucking
Oh,
hell,
God.
what is
Jesus
this?
Christ.
Oh, and later on in the season, they all get pregnant and give birth.
Oh god.
How?
Whose fetish is
Okay,
transcribed?
Okay,
This
I'm gonna say now, how do you go worse than Tale of Wedding Rings? A show that's actually an ecchi!
Because Tales of Wedding Rings is honest about what it is. Tales of Wedding Rings is honest, you know what you're getting, and it's quite funny at times.
Yeah, Tales of Wedding Rings is generally good.
It's quite funny.
I'm very surprised by how
I'm
much I
not
like
going
that
to
one.
say that's a bad show.
It's why Konosuba, I think, works in subs because it
It knows what it is and runs with it.
Yeah.
This didn't know what it. This was basically Tales of Wedding Rings if it wanted to be serious, and it didn't, and the women want to get no personality whatsoever.
Yeah.
And one of the things I found annoying, the only reason I kept watching it was because I thought this is going to
Rewind!
this is going
Pause! Rewind!
this is going to be the biggest
Slow-mo!
The thing was, I should have probably put
Alexa, order tissues.
the thing is, I was going to put it in first place for ages this season.
Susie's done. Alexa, play my suicide playlist.
Okay, so I was going to put it at number 1 for most of the season, and because I was watching it just because I was like, this is going to be such a disaster. I'm going to have to calculate just how much of a disaster this piece of shit is.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm surprised you put that below Sound Euphorium then.
Euphonium, because I think Sound Euphonium, to me, I went in with expectations with Sound Euphonium because I loved the first 2 seasons. Third season, it doesn't quite hit the mark, and I kind of realised, no, they should have ended on the 2nd season because they pretty much done most of the story.
Oh, so it's a Food War Season 5 situation.
Kind of similar,
yeah.
where it's not
Oh,
terrible.
God.
It's not terrible, but you had a good conclusion point and you went beyond it.
No. Except season 5 for Food Wars was actually.
It's going to get
terrible.
points, and also I decided to put it in here because it gets points back from me later. I'll explain why later.
Well, it's just massively overstayed its welcome.
It's overstayed its welcome. They should have
Yeah.
ended on 2 seasons, and I would have said it was fine.
That's very fair.
And it's annoying because I actually think I did say in my book I wouldn't mind if they did the concluding chapters.
Okay.
So there is a bit of me on print saying I wish there was more of it. I think I've done. Careful what you wish for.
Right.
So let's move on to biggest surprise.
Biggest
So I want to talk
surprises.
about something positive again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, I'll be honest, that was probably the most fun, biggest disappointments we've done in a while.
2.
Yeah. I've got 3.
I got 2. You've got 3.
I got one.
I've got 6.
One.
We'll start with you, Reese.
So 3, I went with My Hero Academia. The plot finally happens.
Yeah, I haven't
In all
done
fairness, it did in season
caught up
6
with
as
it.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's really ramped up now.
Ah, okay.
Because I remember we'll discuss this afterwards.
I might
but-
have to go back and watch it then.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I have a point.
I-
I have an interesting point about something you said earlier when we were talking in private.
Yeah,
Anyways, what was your number 1?
Second, I went with Kaiju number 8.
Oh,
I knew
wow.
he was going to be good from the previews, but I was going to be so good though.
What's the number 1?
Go Lisa Ranger.
Oh.
So
You're surprised that was going to be good.
Well, yeah, because I was following the series from Japan. Over there, got a bit of a cult following.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exploded in the West.
Has it?
It really has.
No, it doesn't surprise me that it's your biggest surprise
Yeah.
because I think you're surprised at how good it actually is.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I thought you went in with very high expectations. Also.
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
with
yeah.
good expectations, but also the response the audiences had.
Yeah.
No, I knew Go Go Loser Ranger was going to get as good as it did. I think that people were absolutely incorrect when they said it being on Disney Plus did damage to it because it clearly didn't. It got
No.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the same about Mission Yokozuna Family because I saw.
I'd like to have mine go, please.
No, yeah, sorry.
Number 6, you don't have to write this one down because it's not getting any
Yes,
points
I
from
know.
me. The mini-size of voice acting radio.
Oh, fuck, I watched an episode of that.
I didn't know that one came out.
It was alright.
I saw that on the charts and I thought no one.
It was alright.
No
It had a pretty good arc about scandals in voice acting history. Anyway,
Yeah.
Number 5, Bartender, Glass of God.
Finally get some points. Where's Bartender? Oh, it's there.
Honestly, I'm happy it's not, but I'm surprised it wasn't on your biggest disappointments because you say you weren't really into it.
Yeah, but it doesn't disappoint me all that much. I didn't have that many expectations for it, so it didn't.
Number 4, The Archdemon's Dilemma: How to Love Your Elf Bride.
Smart choice, very good show.
That was so much better than I thought it would
I've got
be.
3.
3 Elf Brides.
Number 3, Train to the End of the World.
Yay.
Yeah.
Number 2, and I hope you have this one written down. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I use my appraisal skill to rise in the world.
I did not watch that.
It was way better than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be terrible, it actually ended up being quite good.
Was it Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And number 1, Windbreaker.
Yeah.
So,
I went into that thinking it would be okay. It was so good.
Yeah, no, it's a very good show. Very good show.
Can you guess what my biggest surprise is?
Train to the End of the World.
No.
Viral hits.
Yeah, viral
Oh.
hits.
I was thinking Train to the End of the World would be up there.
Okay.
No, I wasn't surprised by that.
So I have 4, as it turns out. I'm going to go Archdemon's Dilemma. Way better than I was expecting it.
Woo!
Fuck.
Arch begins with an A, Cal.
I know. I'm trying to.
It doesn't begin with H. It's an A.
Black Butler.
Oh wow, that was
School
surprise
lot.
you.
Would have come up to
Yeah, because I thought they'd. I'll explain why, but this was such a good, much better season than I was expecting.
It was also funny how this is his first point.
Grandma and Grandpa turn young again.
It got the point I took away from it.
It's on 0.
Yay!
And that's all it's getting because it's not getting points for me later.
Normally.
But I'll explain. And my number 1 is Kaiju number 8.
Oh wow.
I think I might have to explain my reasoning for this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Do you know what? I genuinely thought it was going to be another Chainsaw Man, where this would be this thing that would get hyped to hell, and I'd be like, yeah, it's all right, but it's not as amazing as you guys make it out. No, it absolutely is. It's absolutely as amazing as you guys are making it out to be.
Totally.
It well went above my expectations.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's really great show.
It
And
has one of the best shonen protagonists we've had in a while.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would say one of because he isn't number 1 on my best male
I say
characters.
he's one of the most fun, not best
Yes,
fun.
Yeah.
And for Cal, he's also one of the most relatable.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
the
he is.
The number of times Calvin has gone on about how much he relates to him with that one scene. I'm not old, I'm 32.
Yes, that I thought I saw that clip and I immediately went, This is the meme for me
Yeah, there you
for
go.
the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah.
This is my entire 30s is going to be me doing this with you guys. You guys are now all she know me.
Hey, we can do that with Reese now. He's 30.
Yeah, but not 32, unlike someone here.
I'm not. I'm 33.
Exactly.
And I'm 34 next
Oh,
month.
Bolvin. Oh, Bolvin.
Bolvin.
Stop
So-
calling me Baldwin, please.
So what we're going to do, we're going to give him a t-shirt every year with that meme on, but update it.
We'll just put a new post-it note
Oh
on it every
no, I
time.
gave him ideas.
No, not even a new T-shirt. Just the same T-shirt. Just give it. We just rub it off and write it in.
Do you mind if I ask Reese?
Yeah.
Go Lose Ranger. We're a little bit into it. Why number one for you? Because I thought you were hyping that show to hell before
Yeah.
we did
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I was one of the very few people who were hyping it, and it has exceeded my expectations.
Oh wow.
Especially because it came out the same season as The Boys season 4, which I feel takes a lot of inspiration from.
Yeah, but the difference is, this is good. The Boys isn't.
No, The Boys is great.
Look,
Agree to disagree.
We've agreed to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
All I'm saying on Twitter, you got Kojima going on every week saying how amazing it is. If Kojima's saying it, The Boys is amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a reason we don't have anime fights anymore, guys.
Yeah, but Kojima also thought Death Stranding was a good idea. Look, no, I will say I've come to peace with The Boys. It's always like it's probably good for the people that like it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, which
Because
is fine.
I really just dislike the thing they're going with home. I can think of one scene I do like actually in The Boys.
Speaking of the boys, get back on topic.
Yeah.
So overall, it's just a very gritty look about how Power Rangers Super Sentai would probably work in the real world.
It's weird. It's weird because the comparison. The thing I don't like about The Boys is the fact that I don't think Homelander has much depth to him.
Oh, just me gets a lot later on.
With what's it? With the main villains in this one, which are the
Sentai.
Yeah,
The Sentai
the
character.
Dragon Keepers.
which I'm a bit annoyed they didn't keep their name from the manga, the Gelatos.
I also think Dragon Keepers is cooler. I think it's a bit more menacing.
I like
Yeah.
that.
But I think it's a bit more. I think it's a bit too obvious though at the same time.
Mm.
But I kind of like the fact that what they gave to them, and the Yellow Ranger was brilliant in it.
Yeah.
I think I put her on my list, and I can't remember what her name was.
Same. It's been a while since I saw it.
Go for
Yeah.
Yellow Ranger. That'll do.
Yeah.
But I've written down the names, and I can't remember.
I want to talk about
Oh, do you mean Yumiko?
yeah,
Yumiko.
the deputy Yellow Ranger, not the actual Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, the deputy.
Yeah. So no, she's in my top 5, and
Yeah, she was a great character.
she beat out Fenris actually. So the Chilling Double is not getting on my board.
Oh,
I want to talk about Viral Hit.
Viral Hit, yeah,
Go on,
that's great. I didn't get to watch that one.
It's really good. The dub cast is fantastic actually. One of the.
What is the basic premise of this one, really? Because I didn't watch it.
So it's a kid in high school, and like there's kids at the high school who are like bullies, who are pricks, who have their own YouTube or equivalent of YouTube channels. I think it's called YouTubu in this.
God help them if they ever get to a Dead Tube adaptation.
Well, so
Oh no.
so like these kids do like they make content and stuff, and it's all like pranking people, and it's light-hearted, or like they do giveaways, except they're actually just arseholes and like making their own money off of profiting off people. This kid some guy comes into his life and says like we'll do a stream together, but like he forces himself kind of like into this situation. The kid loses his rag because like his mum's ill and stuff, and he ends up fighting this kid on stream. Ends up getting load of viewers, goes viral, and goes, shit, I could do something with this. So he ends up fighting YouTubers who have their own channels, and it's brilliant actually. It's really good.
When you told me about it, I did want to watch it. It's a bit too late.
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
around the last month is normally when I go, okay, I can't start anything new.
That's fair. I'm at this rate, just because I wouldn't mind you guys watching it at some point. I'm considering it for a wild card.
Oh wow.
oh wow.
Sure,
We'll see.
you only get one wild card.
I'm ready to spend it. I love it. It's really good. It's fantastic.
What I'm doing right now is I'm actually readjusting the board so the ones that are likely to get points going forward are nearer the top.
That's valid.
You lazy git. he can't be bothered scrolling down.
Anyway, my one, Windbreaker.
Windbreaker, which
Yes.
brings me to Windbreaker,
Yeah.
which is now currently in 3rd.
Yay! Yeah, this is one that Crunchyroll was advertising a lot. I wasn't sure about the name. I wasn't sure about the poster. I thought this might be okay. I watched it. Holy shit! It was amazing. Like genuinely, some some of the best fights I've seen all season.
Yeah, no, the fight animation's sick.
And like
Yeah.
some amazing fights. I thought Sakura was a really fun protagonist. He's literally a male tsundere, and I love it.
Yes, he is so much.
And like apparently the manga was very inspired by Tokyo Revengers. And
yeah, I can see that.
That's the vibe I was going.
I'm gonna be honest, I think this might be a little bit
I
better.
agree, it's significantly better.
Like,
I'm not going to go that far.
Like
Really?
it's like. Like Tokyo Revengers is better in case of like character moments. This is just fun in like fights, and I love that you still get a lot from the characters just by their fighting style.
I also-
Like Kiryu hitting people into other people fits his aloof style. Meanwhile, Suo, being more evasive, focusing around throwing enemies and blocking them. It's super good. Like it really shows fights are a conversation.
Really, it also really shut up the people that said that Cloverworks is not doing very good as an anime.
Oh man, are you kidding me? Again, some of the best fighting animations I've ever seen. It's so good.
And Sakurai is a very good main lead. I actually,
Yeah, like all the characters are really good. You can 100% see why like some of these characters will be followed.
Yeah. But
Also-
I about to say about Sakura though. He does remind me like one guy from Fruits Basket, the cow guy.
Oh, him.
Oh, yes.
Can also
Yeah,
point
yeah.
out, when I saw, I think it's Tagome, when I saw him, the one thing that came into my head was, you'll never see it coming. Seriously, I was about to say, Persona 5 call, you've ripped off their protagonist. I mean, look
Oh
at...
yeah,
I know,
absolutely. He looks 100% like Joker.
With the heterochromia as well. Oh, no, that's different.
But,
I like
so,
his design, it's fun.
Yeah.
incidentally, you go on anime planning, you look up recommendations. If you like this anime, you might like this. Tokyo Revengers is top of the board.
Yeah, as I said, it's very Tokyo Revengers inspired.
But it's all...
Well, I said it's not nearly as depressing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also want to point out, though,
And the
it's
animation's a lot better.
it's got a decent average as well, 4.11 out of 5
Hey,
stars.
it's not bad.
I think it should be higher. I love
Although
that.
this user who will not be named
Gave it a 1.
won and did his first review with "This shit needs a BL tag."
What does BL mean?
Boys love.
And?
There's
And
no
problem.
There's no BL in there though.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry, if you think this is a 1 out of 10, you're mental.
You're off your nuts. Go away.
So, incidentally, Windbreaker is in third with 9 points at the minute.
Yay!
go-
He's gonna be getting more from me.
Go Loser gets more from me as well. Go Loser Ranger, it's in first with 17 points.
Hey.
Kaiju number 8's in second with 16. They're very neck and neck at this point in time. Windbreaker could, though, make a massive shift later.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way, I feel like we're going to get some wild cards from this season by when it's all said and
Oh,
done.
absolutely.
Probably, yeah.
Great shows.
Because there's been some great shows this season. And let's talk about some animation, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. But did we discuss... I think we discussed them all. There wasn't...
them all.
Yeah, let's go.
The only one we haven't done, maybe I would, is the reincarnated aristocrat.
That looked alright, but it didn't...
The main premise of it was the main character isn't very powerful, but he's very good at finding good ass because he does have an appraisal skill, which lets him see stats of everyone around him, and there's a lot of really good development with him. It's probably getting a second season in like fall this year. I might check it out.
Okay, so let's talk best animation.
Yes.
Yes.
I have 10.
I have 5.
I'll go for 5.
6.
5.
So we'll do yours, Reese.
So 5, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, animation has taken a step up.
Animation is always good with that show.
Oh,
Especially
that
the opening episode.
That reminds
as
me, I need to talk Hero Academia after we've done all this one, so make sure that's the first one we do, because otherwise I'm going to forget the point again.
well. Of course. Just come out dementia again.
I'm dyspraxic like you, asshole.
4th point, Windbreaker.
Windbreaker, it's... Oh, yeah, I moved
W.
I moved to the top of the board because it was...
See, this is the problem, Cal. You move things around, then you forget where you put them. There's a dementia again.
Remember when we had a system that kind of worked, and this is always what happens when you try and change it.
I did that in South Africa. I lost my room key in my room. It took me an hour to find it. It was under my pillow, and I didn't spoil because the same key was the same colour as the pillow.
You're never overcoming this, Cal.
Next.
Never.
3rd, Lisa Ranger.
Yeah, the
I
animation.
thought that would be higher for you, honestly.
Yeah.
2nd, Kaiju number 8.
We have very different opinions on the animation at this point.
First, I went with Sandlands.
Woo! Hell yeah!
I absolutely love the art style and the way it was
the
animated.
animation in that one was so good. I loved
It's
it.
3D animation that looks really good.
Sandlands
Yeah.
currently in 4th.
Hey.
Mr. Wren.
Yes.
No, it's Mr. Elliot, sorry.
Mr. Elliot.
We've only been doing this for 7 years, dude.
Mr. Beast.
Again, it's that dementia.
This is what happens when you stay up to watch election results.
Number 10, Layback Camp.
I was going to say Labour then.
Number 10. Yes, Labour always has amazing animation. Number 9, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I use my phrases to rise in the world. Number 8, Spice and Wolf. Number 7, Mr. Yozakura family. Number 6, the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Number 5, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night.
Smart choice. 2 points.
Number 4, Kaiju number 8.
Okay.
I know, it's the second one up there because it's in second place at the
Then
minute.
why did it take you so long to find it?
Number 3, Konosuba.
No.
That was a really good animation.
Yeah.
Yes. But there it is.
Okay.
Number 2, Sandland.
No surprises there.
Number 1, Windbreaker.
Hey.
No surprises there either.
I just went on about the animation, of course.
Mr.
That's going to be
Wren?
my favourite.
Number 5, I put The Train to the End of the World.
That had really good animation. I love
the
that.
character designs as well.
Oh, character design was great.
Number 4, I put Viral Hit. Number 3, Go-Go Loser Ranger.
You forgot to watch all the shows we were watching.
I
It's
did,
basically what happened.
pretty much. Number 2, Windbreaker.
Oh, number 2, damn.
And number 1, Kaiju number 8.
Hey.
I didn't. The other problem is that I forgot half the shows that I did watch because as you've seen during this, I've remembered like 3 of them.
Kaiju number 8 jumps to first place. Let's see. So I have Mission Yokozuna Family as an honourable mention. Number 5, Kaiju number 8.
Oh, damn, I'm number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, number 8.
Number 4, Spice and Wolf.
S.
Gets 1 point back. So he got the 3 points off. He got 4 points off, and then lost 3 from you. Windbreaker's number 3.
I almost, every time I say it, I almost call it Wind Waker.
I know what you mean.
Zelda.
Number 2, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night.
No.
Really good.
And number 1, Sound Euphonium Season 3.
Oh, wow.
Well, after how long you've just been shitting on it for?
Yes.
Still KyoAni's best animated show. We have to go with that one. It's still
Yeah.
KyoAni's best animated show.
You have to take your hats off to shows that have best, like, amazing quality animation, but not fights.
Yeah.
The point I was getting was, Reese, when you said it was the biggest surprise that the plot was finally happening, you said you were disappointed with Stars and Stripes'
Yeah.
without going into spoilers, Stars and Stripes' contribution to the...
Yes, but afterwards,
Yeah, right.
we got some amazing fights.
Well, we got a big reveal partway through.
Yeah, and we got a lot of showdowns that have been built up for years at this point, finally having payoff.
But the most consistent...
Yeah.
Look,
Have characters actually started dying now? Because I swear it took until season 6 for one of the main villains to die.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk Windbreaker. I think I want to start with Windbreaker because it was number 1.
It was amazing. As I
It was
said,
consistent.
some of the best fighting animation I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
The one that did surprise me is Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night didn't do very well in this category.
I loved the animation for that is great. The character designs especially are really good.
Not enough jellyfish, in my opinion.
Go-Go Loser Ranger probably should have done better in this category.
Yeah, that was really sad, especially
Yeah.
the later episodes where they bring back the generals.
Yeah, I say the best animation there was just the ED.
Yeah.
The 3D CG animation in that was awesome.
Never leaving our heads.
Yes,
Um,
never.
The OP was also really well animated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was.
Oh yeah, really good. Like some of the childish drawings when like he was being controlled. I really
Yeah,
like that.
Kaiju number 8 though topped Ren's board and
Yeah.
on mine. Very good animation in that one.
I mean, Shonen Jump anime, all big Shonen Jump anime always get like really big good animation.
Yeah, but in my opinion, it feels like they really stepped up for this production.
Yeah, and they made the kaiju look very outworldly. And also, like, the thing I like about it is the fact they didn't just do a bunch of Godzilla design rip-offs. They did do some quite creative ideas for what the kaiju look like and are going to act like.
Not very often you get like human-sized kaiju either.
Yeah.
It's always like Godzilla type.
Yeah.
And then they had that good mix of the two, so you didn't get bored of one or the other.
It reminded me a lot of kind of to bring everything back to Bleach, but reminded me a lot of Bleach because like the hollows end up getting more massive as they become powerful.
It's back in
And
my head again now, Ren. Thank you.
Sorry, and then they shrink down to human size when they become like Espada, or not Espada. I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, one of Ichigo's main powers is that he is like just sort of have hollow powers.
Yeah. And his is contained within him.
Yeah, well, I was going to bring it back. They do the same thing in Digimon.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you're about the Greymon line,
Yeah.
Metal
Oh,
Greymon, then to War Greymon.
Yeah, literally.
Thank you got it out of my head.
Yep.
By putting something else in my head instead. Oh my.
Yeah, see, the visual OP, Butterfly. That's still such a great song.
Yeah, no, it was one of the songs I played a lot in that Bang Dream game. You know, the one that does the anime covers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Train to the End of the World had
Very good animation from what I heard.
outlandish as well.
Oh god, like yeah, it was so. I'll be honest, when I saw the title for that, I thought, oh god, there's going to be another isekai. Like it was just going to be a guy training.
Yeah.
Then oh no, it's a literal.
Yeah. Even the beginning, like when they first pressed the 7G button in the world.
Oh my god,
shit,
that
it's
bit was just
like,
so.
what?
God, you guys need to watch Train to the End of the
It's
World.
really
It's
good.
psychedelic weirdness,
It's
and I
incredible.
love it.
With a cute girl main cast.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
So, I mean, the one that nearly got on everyone's list but didn't quite make it was Mission Yokozuna Family.
I liked the character designs, but the animation was kind of eh.
That's what stopped it for me.
Yeah.
But the colouring was also quite good in it as well.
Well, yeah, because every character has their own primary colour.
Yeah. Matsumi's blue, and you got
Tayu's red, Doctor's cyan, the creepy incest brothers purple.
The gun obsessed one that hides in the trash can is green.
Yeah.
At least with that guy, they actually admit he's a creep and an arsehole.
Yeah.
It doesn't frame it like it's a good thing. That's why I've said with people that put off him. I get it, but at least this time they didn't frame it like it's a good or legitimate thing.
You're not gonna like who's on my best males. He's fun, okay? He's a funny character.
Yeah, first of all, creepy incest guy.
Let's move on swiftly.
Wise. Wise.
Best female character, thank God.
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch. I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got my 10.
I've got 5.
I've got 5.
I've got. Eight.
Hey, he got there in the end, people.
Good news, everyone. He knows how to count.
All those years of watching Sesame Street paid off.
Can we go to your one? Hang on a second, Reese. Let me just check something.
Yeah. Go to Loser Ranger. So it's Fighter XX.
Yeah, no, I think I put someone's name on here twice.
I'm not surprised.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
So
Well done.
oh, now I remember who
You,
she
Miko.
is.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Reese, let's get your 5.
So 5th place, mine is Fighter XX from Loser Ranger.
I'll fight XX.
Yeah, I thought she was really good. And
that's fair.
and her voice actress, she was the vampire girl in Magical Revolution.
Oh, that's
no way.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I recognise that voice
Yes.
instantly. 4th one, Mitsumi from Mission Family.
Matsumi, good
Yeah.
choice.
3rd one, Darkness from Konosuba.
Yeah, she gets a great arc.
2nd one, Kikuro from Kaiju number 8.
Which one's she again?
She's the blonde hair
blonde.
one who gets the axe.
Yeah.
Oh, Shinomiya. Right.
Yeah, everyone refers to her by her first name in the show though.
Yeah.
So that's why I picked it up. First one, Hollow from Spice and Wolf.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, it's hollow.
Yeah, and also about the original voice actress.
Yeah, I mean, it was a wise decision.
No.
Um,
well, she's the wise wolf.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, for me, number 10 is Hinata Sakaguchi from the Tomogamari Kind of Slime. 9, Yumeko Suzukiri from Go-Go Loser Ranger.
Fuck, I'm adding Hinato in my honorable mentions.
8, Shizuru Chikura from Train to the End of the World. 7, Anne from Sandland. 6, La Latina Darkness Dustiness from Konosuba. Number 5, Nephilia from the Archdemon's Dilemma.
Finally get some more points. Good choice, though.
And number 4, Kikuro Shinomiya from
Kaiju
number 8.
Yep.
Number 3, Mitsuru Yozakura from Mission Yozakura Family.
Finally, starting to get some fucking points.
Number 2, Kano Yamanochi and Mahiru Kozuki from Jellyfish Transform at Night. I cannot decide between the two. They're both.
I'm only going to
they're
give it
both
3
amazing.
points, though.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Number 1 is
A one.
Hollow from Spice and Wolf.
Hey.
As I said, I feel like it would have been a war crime if I didn't pick her.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Excel, don't do this to me.
Oh, Cal's broken the spreadsheet.
Oh, no.
I have actually. I can't fix it.
Really?
Right click.
Yeah.
Try right clicking.
It's a Mac, there's no right click.
There is.
There is.
There you go. And then click back on.
No, he won't let me
I've
do
no
it
idea
now.
what you've done.
You're fucking kidding. What have you done?
He's typed in the formula and formatted the cell.
All right, done.
Oh, no, it's a...
Done.
Yeah.
Cell.
Right, so
Yeah.
one point
that's
went.
what the goals.
1 point went to Jellyfish Can't Swim at
Perfect.
Night.
Yeah.
And 3 points went to
Spice and Wolf.
I guess if I've broken it, it's an imperfect cell.
Oh.
Ren. Let's get to your one quick before everyone remembers what was the shit mistake I just did.
Number 5, I've put Susie Kitty from Go Go Loser Ranger. Number 4, then Chikura from Train to the End of the World.
It's tied with Sandland. No, it's not.
Number 3, Shinomiya from Kaiju number 8.
Smart.
Number 2, I put Goal from Viral Hit. And number 1 is Aqua from Konosuba.
Oh, Aqua.
Yeah, he can't be Aqua.
I mean, I
You can.
just found Darkness's arc was so funny. Everyone being unhinged and over while she's just so apologetic.
So I got-
she's just my
I got
favourite character.
honorable mentions. I got
All done.
Hinata from that category. So slime,
Yep.
She's from Naruto.
darkness from Konosuba.
Put Porco
I
against
would say Princess Iris was very up there from
Yeah.
Konosuba as well.
Tachibana from Windbreaker.
Mm.
Nephilia from Archdemon, and Fenris from Chilling in the World Level 2 Cheat Skills.
Yep.
Number 5, Yumiko from Go Go Loser Ranger.
Yep.
Number 4, Kano from
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Number 3, I had Hollow.
Number
From Spy.
number 3.
Yeah. Number 2, I had
Ladies and gentlemen, Calvin's committed a war crime.
Shinomiya from Kaiju number 8. Number 1 was Matsumi from Mission Yokozuna Family.
which is surprising because she's not blonde.
Season 2, just wait.
I like the fact though that she's the glue that holds the family together. That's what I think does her role, and she got some very good episodes to use up her skills. I thought they could have easily made her a very passive character, and she's not a very passive character.
Yeah.
Particularly like the episode where they've gone undercover at a hospital pretending to be an old couple.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean Mitsumi. I don't know why I said Mitsuri.
So, incident.
Or Mitsuru, sorry.
Yeah. So what about what do you? So I think we'll go with Hollow since she was the most
Oh, yep, me and Reese.
and third on my one.
Yeah, well, it's the same character from the original.
How could you not love her?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's again same character.
She's a really well written character.
yeah, she's one of the best characters in that recent time when the first show came out, and she still is now.
Yeah, it's still a very good character.
She still holds up incredibly well. The banner she has with Kraft is really fun.
I think the thing is for me as well. The reason I didn't put number 1 was I felt it was the same thing I'd seen before,
Yeah,
and I think it was time to put something different on there.
that's fair enough.
Again, as someone who's only seen it for the first time, I thought she was.
Yeah,
she was an absolute delight.
That's your excuse on it.
Yeah,
Just her constant obsession with food alone is just really fun.
yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm very hungry now.
You're always hungry.
Yeah.
The only difference is I got a good excuse.
Yeah, well, just wait till season 2, Elliot, where she has addicted to alcohol.
I've already seen the drink in this one.
No, she
yeah,
drinks
she-
more.
Oh yeah, she gets pissed out of her skull.
Yeah.
Oh god, she is a delight. I love her.
They also, I think, this season they went this time around. I think they went. I can't tell whether they went more or less with casual nudity.
Slightly less.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a little less explicit this time.
Well, also, don't forget, in original OP, she's just like full frontal naked as well for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's why you like it so much.
Ah, of course.
Of course, yeah. Incidentally, the top 5 at the minute, you have Go Go Loser Ranger at number 2. No, Go Go Loser number 2. Kaiju number 8's taken over. 26
That's the question actually. Why Fighter XX rather than Yumiko?
I feel with Yumiko, she just disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
I think Fighter XX, she elevated the show by bringing it Fighter D back to his roots of the villainous.
Yeah, I think with me it's just whenever Yumiko was on screen, she sort of devoured everything.
Yeah.
Also,
Like she was like full front and center.
I think you can make a good argument for both of them, but
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
Fighter XX's design is hilarious, even if it is ripping off Watamote a bit.
yeah,
That's
pretty
a
much.
I also put it this way: I think I'd be more scared around Yumiko than Fighter XX.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And Fighter XX has been is constantly threatening to murder you.
Yes.
Anyway, the girls from Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night.
All of them
I
you
kind
could
of
have
want
made
to talk about
all of them you could have made a good case for, but
I was so close to picking all of them. They were all their arcs are amazing.
it does remind me quite a bit of Place in the Universe. I saw chatter online that people felt it went a bit downhill.
I disagree. You mean with the Fallout part in like episode 10?
That sort of thing, yeah. People
I didn't mind the Fallout at all because I felt like it was still very fitting with Kana's character.
But I'm not saying I agree with this. I'm just saying that's something I noticed online.
Yeah, I know. I disagree. Honestly, disagree.
And also, a very easy case could be made for all the characters from Train to the End of the World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all the cast members.
Yeah, all those characters are arguing all the time now.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Girl from Viral Hits, a fun character. She ends up being she ends up being the video editor later on. But she's I think she's a foreign exchange student, so she speaks very proper Japanese/Korean. So she speaks like an old person basically. Which leads to quite funny moments.
I'm glad that we both had. I had an honourable mention, but I'm glad you put it on the list with Neffy from.
Oh, Neffy is adorable. Are you kidding me? Like her moments with Zagan are so sweet. I would also say, I can't remember her name, but the Dragon Girl as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
She was adorable. Just her making jokes with the Sacred Sword one.
So
I'm not good with names, okay?
That's okay.
So I think we need to.
Best boy.
Yeah, because we think we discussed most of these.
Yeah.
Maybe Kikuro as well.
Kikuro, yeah, she's alright.
Yeah, she's really good.
The one I'm
badass.
surprised I only had as an honourable mention, but I'm surprised that no one else picked it. Tachibana from Windbreaker.
She was good.
Yeah, she's
I liked her.
yeah.
She just wasn't in it that much, I don't think.
I imagine they're going to do something with her
And
later.
it was very obvious that it's mostly focused around the
boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad she was there to not turn it into just a boys' club thing.
Yeah.
So like the two token women in fuck Haikyuu.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's not about you. It's about boy love.
Or the three token women in Tsurume.
I have seen the movie of Haikyuu recently.
Is it really good?
Yes, brilliant. I'm looking forward to the next one where they're going to conclude the whole thing. I think.
Is that going to be the conclusion?
It's possibly going to be the
I haven't even
conclusion.
finished season 4. Fuck. Okay. Anyway.
Anyway,
Best
best
bouncing
male.
boys.
So I have a full 10 here.
I have 10.
I've got 5.
Start with your 5, Reese.
So 5th, I'm with Rao from Sandlands.
Oh wow!
I've really enjoyed his backstory and characters.
He was a great character.
4th, I have Kazuma from Konosuba.
I think I'm going to have to move
No, I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him. He's such a dick.
Exactly, but he's so funny.
Yeah.
But it's that like
It works, but it does leave a bit of a bad taste in your mouth.
it's the sign of the AEW show.
Yeah.
He's my scumbag.
Yeah. 3rd, I went with Lawrence from Spice and Wolf.
Not too surprised with that one.
Yeah.
Still holds up great after all these years.
Yeah, obviously.
2nd, I went with Kafka from Kaiju number 8.
Ooh. Second.
Fighter D.
Fight a day.
Fighter D.
Yeah.
Fight a day.
No surprise.
He's just so funny.
Elliot.
Number 10 is Ars Luvent from as Reincarnated Aristocrat. I won't say the rest. Number 9, Zagan from An Archdemon's Dilemma. Number 8, Ryo Sasakura from Bartender Glass of God.
Yeah.
Number 7, I'm so upset he's this low. Rimuru Tempest from the Tonka Rico's.
Ooh.
I
Not even Elliot
felt
got
like
that.
he didn't have as much to do this season.
Yeah.
Check his head. He's clearly.
I love Rimuru, but when considering all the stuff he's done this season, there's not that much, if we're being honest.
Okay.
He hasn't had many moments to shine.
Well, he's
Number 6 is Crafter Lawrence from Spice and Wolf. Number 5, Kyoichiro Yozakura from Mr. Yozakura Family. Again, he's just fun. I think he's a funny character.
Oh, incest, so funny.
Oh, he's such a creep.
Number 4 is Fighter D from Go-Go Loser Ranger.
And now Reese will punch him to make sure he's all right.
Number 3 is Soshiro Hoshina from Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
The W captain. I thought he was amazing.
Yeah, he's funny.
Number 2, Haruka Sakura from Windbreaker.
I'm staggered now. I wonder where this is going.
And number 1 is Beelzebub from Sunland.
Hey.
You love Sandler.
Beelzebub's great.
And it's so funny in a dub. It's literally just the same voice as Kid Trunks from Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Ren.
Number 5, I've got Sakura from Windbreaker. Number 4, Fighter D from Go-Go Loser Ranger.
I'd like to know I was so close to picking Sakura as number 1. He was just so close.
Number 3.
Hang on a second, Ren.
I'm sorry.
Carl's broke the spreadsheet again.
28, that was... No, why has it done that?
Bolton.
Hang on a second, I'm just going to go back a second.
Yeah.
Shit.
Time to start the spreadsheet over again.
No, I've fixed it now.
Okay. Yeah. So number
Technical difficulties on camera.
Number
What can I
four is
say?
Fighter D.
Except
You're welcome!
From Go-Go Loser Ranger.
Yep, Go-Go Loser Ranger gets some points.
Number 3, Kazuma from Konosuba.
Konosuba's down here, but I'm going to move it up in a minute because it is going to be in the top 5 almost certainly.
Number 2, I've put Hoban from Viral Hit, and I'd just like to say you're welcome for not picking it for first for everything, because that took a lot of restraint. And number 1 is Kafka from Kaiju number 8.
Oh.
That's what his character. Well, he was great. I'm sure Carl will as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck off.
Just a Cal self-insert character.
Not a... You'd all be dead by now if it was a self-insert character. So I got Kazuma, honorable mention, Rimuru as an honorable mention, Deku as an honorable mention, Ciel as an honorable mention, and I hate to do it, but Sakura gets an honorable mention.
No!
Rip.
How dare you diss my soon-to-be boy like this?
He's ousted.
I've gone with Fighter D as number 5. Zargan.
Oh, Zagan is high.
Yeah, number 4.
He's a great protagonist, though. Zagan's great.
Yeah, I really like Zargan. Honest. Number 3, Lawrence. Be a friend. What's number 2 again? Oh yeah, Kafka number 2.
That's surprising.
I thought he'd be number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my number 1 is Taiyo from Mission Yokozuna family.
Oh, damn.
He rated that show.
Yeah, very rated.
It is really good in all fairness.
Give me a second. I'm just going to move a few of these about because I think
Just as Cal buggers up the
This-
spreadsheet again.
Again, this is just making it overcomplicated now.
and I'm going to keep. I'm going to put Spice and Wolf up there because Spice and Wolf is going to be in the top lot at this point. There is no changing that now.
Yeah, it's going to get some more points in a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give.
No.
I'm going to keep Mission Yokozuna family near the top because I think that's going to get a lot of points.
Especially from you.
Very much mostly from him. What am I guessing?
I feel like the issues in the spreadsheet mainly came around when you started moving them around, Cal.
Yeah. Maybe just leave.
No, yeah, I'm going to leave him now because but we've clearly got a top lot now
Yeah,
at this point in
100%,
time.
yeah.
So I'm keeping. These are the ones that are liable to win it, so I'm keeping them near the top. So that I can easily get points to them.
Yes.
So incidentally, the top 5, because I have actually put this in the correct order now.
Hey!
Well, sort of. Kaiju number 8 is number 1 with 32 points. Go-Go Loser Rangers in second with 28. Windbreakers third with 17. Joint fourth between Mission Yokozuna Family and Konosuba Season 3. And 5th place is Spice and Wolf.
Hey.
It would be higher, but Reese gave it the disappointment one.
Yeah.
Can I ask where Sandland is? I'm just curious.
Oh no, sorry, it's joint 4th.
Oh, Sandland's
Oh,
4th!
damn.
Do you know what? I'm going to have to move it up there because it's got a possibility now.
Oh,
I'd say.
damn.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Sandland is great. It deserves to be up there.
Yeah.
I wish I watched it now because you talked about it so positively last season.
Mate,
Yeah.
you really need to. It is so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sandland, it's definitely going to have a chance now.
Yep.
Cancel that. I'm nearly...
Cal's buggering it up.
Again.
There it is.
There we go. Okay, so
2 hours later.
let's talk about Fighter D did not do as well in this as I expected he was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in all of our top 5s.
He's in all the top 5s, yeah,
Yeah.
but Taiyo also didn't do as well as I expected him to do.
Yeah.
I placed him first, but I was the only person who even put him on the boards.
He would have been all mentions.
Oh, yeah.
Again, Yoichiro. I just thought it was funny.
The thing is for me,
Like, I thought he was just... He's a massive dick, but he's a fun kind of dick. And the show fully knows the kind of character he is.
Yeah.
yeah, what I would have had if he didn't get some comeuppance, I would have had a problem with the show. The fact he does get some comeuppance is what keeps me from hating him.
Yeah.
But Taiyo, I think, is a very good lead. I think him and Matsumi make a very good couple.
Yeah,
I also like the fact they took a character. They actually do a very good job of taking a character who isn't great at the start and turn him into something
Yeah.
amazing.
God, all the training he has to go to, how hellish that is.
I think
Yeah.
the moment that made me really like him was minor spoilers for, but it was when they were doing the training, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Then he collapses, and it turns out he's been having disguise gear to cover up the fact he's been working himself to near death.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, man, she better be worth it.
Yeah. Let's just say that show makes a spy family being a spy family look like kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest though. I really just liked his character, and I was coming to the end. I was between him and Kafka.
I'm really surprised he didn't pick Kafka.
Very close. I was very close, but I think Kafka got most of his development a bit. I think I went with the development side of it, and I think Tayo gave me more development that made me more interested in the character towards the end of it, and Kafka's kind of there, but it's getting there for me. It could have gone either way, to be honest.
I knew I would be the outlier picking Hoshino over Kafka. I just thought, I don't know, I thought he had like some of the best character moments. He's just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I just really like him.
No surprise, Sakura did very well here. But again, he's incredibly fun. I like the fact that he's the tsundere because he's never had people actually be nice to him in the past, so he
He's
doesn't
just
know
not
how to
used
react
to
to
it.
it.
Yeah.
He has no idea. Like,
Yeah, and like even this early on, you see him like his development. You see him slowly growing to trust other people, even if half the things he's forced into is forced on him.
I love the
Yeah.
fact that he carries that old woman and he's like, I didn't do it just to be nice. Oh, thank you, young man. The premise of Windbreaker just works on so many levels, and he's a great protagonist for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just this idea of the delinquents are going to save the city from
God,
the worst
everyone-
delinquents.
Everyone in Bufferin could have like made it up there. Even people in Shishitorin could have made it in there.
I think the one problem I have with Windbreaker is the characters are very fleshed out. It does risk taking the spotlight off Sakura at times.
I don't mind that. I feel like everyone should have like their moment in the spotlight.
Yeah, I agree.
Like in the fight against Shishitorin, everyone sort of gets their moments, and it just fleshes out Bufferin a bit more.
Ren, what did you have as number one again? You had...
I heard. Sorry, just going back. Kafka from Kaiju Number
Yeah, because...
Yeah, Kafka.
How high up was the guy from Viral Hits?
He was second.
Second.
He was second.
Yeah, you said, and from what you said, I'm guessing you were really close to picking him for number one.
Yeah, again, with a lot of these things, I like. There were at least 3 categories where I would have put it for number one.
I think this is very
Had I
clear.
not acted against my better
I will say Kafka is a very good protagonist. Like they could have. I thought they were going to do another faux serious and faux funny where they can't make up their mind either way. Like they were Denji and Chainsaw Man.
No, they blend the two together really well.
Yeah, I actually think he's the perfect protagonist for Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Because he's so much of a self-insert.
But it's
Yeah.
more.
It's also like he's incredibly knowledgeable about kaijus, but there's a reason for it because he worked on the cleanup for so long.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's an amazing idea for a premise of a.
Yeah, like hell, the cleanup of kaiju.
Yeah.
I will be fully happy with an anime just about that.
But it's done the thing the Godzilla MonsterVerse hasn't really done very well. You know, the ones have been done by, I think Warner Brothers is doing them.
Legendary.
Legendary's doing them.
Yeah.
And with those ones, you don't get a sense of much has changed with the existence of kaiju.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know-
there's like the Kaiju Defense Forces.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's just that group. The Monarch is the only thing that existing
Yeah.
is the only thing. Other than that, there's not like early warning sirens
Yeah.
and evacuation plans ready to go in case of kaiju attack. This is a pretty big regular thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because-
sort of does what a kaiju number 8 sort of does what I think One Punch Man doesn't do, which is explain what happens when everything's destroyed.
Yeah.
Because a film that was quite similar to that was dealing with the Force, Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah, Pacific
Yeah,
Rim.
yeah,
Yeah, Pacific Rim does actually, and it's even the sequel. For as many faults as a sequel has, and there's a lot,
Yeah.
it does at least keep up the whole. How would the emergence of kaiju affect this world?
Yeah.
We still haven't talked about my favorite, by the way.
Oh yes,
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
got Sandland into the top 5.
I love first of all, I'm happy you picked Rao at least.
Yeah.
Rao's a great character. Like Thief as well. Everyone in Sandland's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beelzebub is just such a fun protagonist.
Definitely.
Like, I love that he's always saying he's the baddest guy around, and yet he always does like very menial shit.
Yeah. Have you got to the point in Dragon Ball Z where Kid Trunks is introduced yet?
No, I haven't. I'm still on Dragon Ball.
Nah, well, when you get to it, they sound identical and no, it's not the same voice actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
funny.
So wait, you watched it in dub? How was the dub for that?
Really good. I enjoyed it.
Just because the dub for the game was not very good.
Yeah, that's interesting because I thought the dub for the anime was
Like, cause
Well,
like for
remember we did
example,
Professional and Professional. You mentioned that
yeah,
quite well.
Rao's voice actor in the game was awful. I'm sorry to say, I really didn't like
I'm-
it.
I
His
thought
performance-
check if it's the same.
His
one.
performance was so
Oh,
bland.
by the way, was there a lot of crossover with Windbreaker male voice actors in the dub and Fruits Basket? Because it sounded like
Yeah, I get
Wasn't
that. Yeah, Sakura sounded a bit like Kyo, for example.
yeah, I swear. What's his name with the eye patch? I swear he's voiced by someone as well.
Oh, Suho.
Yeah, well, I can't remember. It's I think he's like the older brother in Fruits Basket.
He's voiced by Jonathan Lippo in the dub. He's
Yeah, I think it's a different actor.
yeah, he's the
There was voice for Unicron in one of the Transformers.
Yeah, I think it's a different voice actor. It might be a different
Yeah.
voice actor in the game.
who's Beelzebub? It might be we'll know in a minute. Beelzebub is played by
I think it's a female.
Risa
actress.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Risa May? She's the voice of Ushio in the dub of Summertime Rendering. She plays a lot
A lot of small characters.
of
Yeah.
small characters.
Understandable. She really
Well,
fits.
except
She really fits Beelzebub.
hell, Ushio's kind of the exception to the rule on that one. She plays no, that's the same case because she plays Celia in Embrace of Gods. She's a character I won't try and say out loud because it's a racial slur in England in Restaurant in Another World.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She also plays the short character in My Dress Up Darling in dub.
Oh, right.
She was also a short character in My Senpai's Annoying.
Oh, right.
She's the lead in My
I
Senpai's
know.
Annoying.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
again.
Beelzebub is again just.
I'm actually judging
Just
from
really
the sounds
fun.
of it. I think there might be a different dub for the anime than there is for the game.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that might be. I think it might have been.
Or it might be it could have easily been a direction issue that they were given bad direction for one and good
Yeah,
direction
possibly.
for another because
Maybe.
voice actors are very reliant on their directors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Seriously, guys, if you don't like the Sandland game, please watch the anime. The anime is so good.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we were talking about how much the game wasn't really up to scratch for you when we did Professional, but now we're discussing how much you're really enjoying this.
That's because, well, the story was the bit of the game I really liked. And it's because it's literally just a story from the manga.
We've been at this quite a while, so I'm going to say let's move on to best sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
best
sure.
sequel.
I've got 6.
I've got 5.
I've got 5.
I've got 2 because I only watched 2.
So we'll start with you, Reese.
So 5th, Layback Camp. It's this low because I wasn't able to watch that much of it.
Can I
That's
just
fair.
point out for a second, Mushoku Tensei is not in this because it counts as a holdover, and even if it does, and we've already mentioned several
we're
occasions,
not going to talk about
we already talked about how much we don't like it. Go to previous episodes,
Yeah.
and you'll understand why. So Laid Back Camp,
Yeah.
that's...
I have watched all of it. I can confirm it is seriously good.
Good.
I love it.
Oh, it's down there. Yes, now it's down there. Anyway,
4th was Spice and Wolf. It is pretty much a carbon copy, but it's still really good.
Yeah, it's fair.
3rd, Demon Slayer. Because the later action scenes do pick up. It's
So,
just,
it's
just
on-
so much training in the first half.
it's on 0.
Hey! 2nd, we
Send your hate mail to Reese.
have one of Konosuba.
wow.
No surprise there. Moves it into a chance.
And first, we have My Hero Academia.
Oh,
I've been seriously impressed by the way they've actually stepped up production.
shit, okay.
Which is saying something because it's been on the Lord for quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been very good.
Yeah.
It seems to have really picked up, like with season 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
me. Number 5 is Konosuba.
Wait, Spice and Wolf, you didn't have that?
Yeah, I did 4th.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry.
Yes!
Number
Because I said the whole thing about it
Yes.
basically being a carbon copy.
Oh, yes, that's right.
That Cowboy's dementia again.
Oh, God, I really have got it.
Okay, anyway, number 5 is Konosuba.
No surprise.
Just because I only made it to like halfway.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back to it at some point. Number 4 is Bartender, The Glass of God.
Because it is a...
It's a remake of a 2006 show.
It's a reboot, so we do count them as
Yeah.
sequels
That
because
was-
they get name value.
Indeed.
Number 3 is Laid Back Camp. More camping, fluffy, wholesome goodness, and I love it. And also the show that taught us girl plus girls equals garlic.
Mm.
It makes sense in context.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Spice and Wolf.
No surprise there. Number 1.
Number 1, say it with me, everyone. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Were you expecting anything less from me?
Okay, Ren,
Number 2, Slime Season 3.
get some points.
I didn't realise you watched Slime.
I only watched a few episodes. I haven't got many thoughts on it. I wasn't like begging.
It is, I will admit, it is mostly meetings,
Yeah.
but I do like it. All of Isekai Protagonist playing Dynasty Warriors, Rimuru is out there playing Civ 6.
This message is for you.
Number 1, Konosuba Season 3.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, yes. So it gets a bunch of points there. It really shoots up the scoreboard card.
Yep.
Right, I'm up. I tried to find room for them, but I couldn't get Laid Back Camp and My Hero Academia on the list.
Really? Not My Hero Academia?
Close, but I had to say, on technical levels, the other 5 did a very good job.
Fair enough.
So number 5, I had Konosuba Season 3. Then I had Black Butler, the public school. Actually, I'm going to change my mind on that one. I had Spice and Wolf.
Oh.
The carbon copy thing does throw it back.
I was
to me.
honestly expecting Spice Wolf to do a lot better, if I'm honest.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime, Season 3. I take Elliot's point. Number 2, very close to number 1, Black Butler, public school arc. But number 1, it finally got its conclusion. It did a very good job. Duke of Death and His Maid season.
I wonder why.
Gosh.
Here we go.
Very
Go
good.
on,
Very good conclusion.
Oh, it's actually ended now.
Yeah,
That's
this
the ending.
is the finale.
Oh, damn.
They did.
I should have watched it then.
Yeah, this is the one that concluded the storyline. I don't think they would get to it, but they actually did a very good job condensing the final bits of the manga together, and they swapped around the order of a couple of things, so they managed to tell a coherent story. I think it was smart to have the final chapter, the actual final chapters, go before what happened in one of the other chapters, because it made a bit more sense structure-wise. Put it this way, the thing that should have been the final chapter wasn't the final chapter, and they kept going, but they said they took the epilogue stuff and moved that before what should have been the final chapter.
Oh, okay.
And they did a very good job. I know some people are a bit disappointed that the conclusion was a bit rushed, but honestly, that's because they cut down a lot of fluff from the manga.
So I'm guessing, I guess we get spoilers. The Duke's curse gets removed then.
Yeah, pretty much quickly. They do Avengers Endgame and do time
Yay!
Ah.
Nice.
But Eddie, what he said, whatever I'm meeting, it's just like, there you go. And he's like, I was expecting a little bit more. Than
Yeah,
this.
just can you remove my curse, please? Yeah, sure. Like,
There's a bit more before they get to that, but because they have to do it. But what I like is about the ending's more based on emotion than it is combat. And they do a very good job wrapping up everyone's story.
Duke of Death really isn't a combat-heavy show.
But I will say, Alice's mum making her appearance in this season, she's one of the best characters in the show because she's fucking hilarious. I love the fact she can't take no for an answer from the Duke's mum, who's insisting on not rekindling their friendship because of how long she's been gone. She's just like, hello! Constantly. And we actually learned the Duke's name in this one.
Oh, wow! What's his name? What's
Steve.
Duke.
Close, Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the things they do towards the end is, no, I'm actually going to be married to you. Can you just call me Victor now? Rather than Your Grace. But they did a very good conclusion, I think, and it was nice to see they actually did end it. This is the same studio that did High Score Girl, and they got to the end of that one. So I like the fact they take. I've got to praise the studio on the fact they take a project and they stick with it to the end.
Yeah.
Especially considering they had a. I didn't think they were going to manage it in the third season, but they did a very good job getting it to the.
I mean, let's be honest, I think with the first season, we weren't expecting any more.
I'm not going to spoil Black Butler at all, because Black Butler came so close to winning this.
I am going to...
And it is a mystery because it as well.
I am going to somehow try and find a way to watch Book of Atlas and Book of Murder, because because after watching season 1, I really want to see what happens next.
But the thing is, I'm amazed this came from a Japanese writer in a studio, because it's very much about the toxic culture at public schools like Eton.
I think maybe they just did a lot. They have to have done a lot of research.
But it's one of those bad thoughts. The solution to the mystery, I was like, that I bet you that would be a headline that came out in like the British tabloids. in a few days' time, and it would be a nationwide scandal.
Yeah.
It's amazing because I've heard a lot of talks about the fact of what that culture does to young men and how it gives them these appalling attitudes in later life because they've been sort of brought up this way. It really emphasises a big factor of that, and that's what I really liked about it. The fact it was kind of loses a little bit towards the end, and the thing is, I also thought the ending doesn't kind of work unless you've seen one of the previous seasons, and because it ties back to something that happened there. I was like, I think this would have been I know this obviously would have tied back in the manga, but I think this would have been a bit better if it had been a bit more self-contained.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those where the villain showed up and and I was kind of like, wait, who the fuck are you? Oh yeah, you're that guy. I forgot. I completely forgot you were there. It was one of those mysteries, like, it was one of those where like, oh yeah, I completely forgot you were there. No wonder I didn't guess. Incidentally, Konosuba's now tied with Windbreaker, for third place at the minute.
Oh wow.
And it's going to end up 4th.
Let's talk about Konosuba.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a funny one. That's
Yeah.
my first time with Konosuba. I enjoyed it.
Is that your first time watching?
Yeah, I've been
binge
waiting
it.
for season 3 to finally get an excuse to watch the rest. And yeah,
Solid.
Konosuba is the funniest anime in recent memory. It is so good.
I will combat you with that and say Asobi Asobase.
Yeah, that was.
I'd say it's a challenge.
I mean, recent.
I'm
that
not
was
going to
like,
say.
yeah,
I'm not going to say.
5,
I'm not going to
6
say that that's the funniest because I can't pronounce it. But
That's a
anyway,
base.
Asobi Asobase.
Yeah.
I
Biscuit
keep
base.
Baseball.
Let's move swiftly on.
That's a spicier meatball.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they focus on one particular character with Darkness.
Yeah.
Because Megami got her arc in the movie
Yeah.
And also a prequel anime.
and the prequel anime.
And they're also like, I like that they're sort of developing her relationship with Kazuma a bit more.
I like the fact there's a great line which went viral afterwards was is it please take care of my daughter. I don't think I should be burdened with that, sir. I don't. Yeah, basically, I don't think I should be looked at. I say, how dare you? But Darkness is usually one of my favorite characters in it because of how hilarious she can make her gag work.
Yeah, she's a combination of serious and just completely unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well, don't forget, one of the main character traits since she was first introduced was her accuracy is so low, so enemies just keep hitting her instead.
Yeah, but it's okay because she likes it.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I also thought I thought I wasn't gonna like the young princess in this one because she's right.
Oh, Iris.
Yeah, because she's a right brat initially on, but I really.
Oh no, Iris is great. Are you kidding me?
But I love the fact she just kidnaps Kazuma out of nowhere and to kill him.
Yeah.
So,
I also love the development from season 2 with Kazuma just constantly building himself up.
I wanted to have to go to your number one, Reese. I really wanted a reason to have My Hero Academia on there, but I couldn't find a place for it.
No, that's completely fine, but that's just been so good.
It was just nearly there, but it was like the reveals they had, particularly of the one they've been keeping since the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Which obviously is the traitor's identity.
Yeah.
Oh shit! True. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, no.
Which a lot of people did.
Yeah.
And the reveal was great.
Yeah.
They had a good they made sense of the misdirection.
Yeah.
And it made a lot of sense in the long run.
It really did.
Don't spoil it because I haven't seen it.
No, I'm not going to. But absolutely, and anyone, but I will agree with you about Stars and Stripes. When I initially read that in the manga, I was kind of like,
Is that it?
is that it? Yeah. You built up this character, but then I think later on it made, and rewatching it for the anime, I think it made more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she probably served as a plot device
Yeah.
to kickstart this final season.
The next,
That time go recognize the slime.
you've got to talk about that because that was your number one. And
Yeah,
it was a
I
great,
love that. I love
great
that one. I admit, slime is my favorite isekai. Still remains that way. I will admit this is probably the weakest season.
Oh, really?
I'll agree.
Just because not an insane amount happens. A lot of it is sort of planning and build up to Hinata arriving at Tempest, and then once that was resolved after a couple episodes, and now it's like they're building up a festival and like trying to build up the town. But I don't know. I still enjoy it. Like whenever a plan goes well for Rimuru, like when he's trying to construct something and like everyone's on board, it's just infectious with the happiness.
But of course, one of the best things happens for his powers this season. He gets the power to get drunk.
Oh my god, yeah. And then Raphael's just immediately like, okay, no, we're cancelling this. Turn back on poison immunity. He's like, you motherfucker.
And of course, it's not as good as the power to move you.
I like that we also see like another one of the demon lords, her interaction with Veldora. Like, you gotta love that Veldora is like this very menacing, like, feared creature in the world, and yet Rimmerus is constantly shooting him down.
Yeah.
Like all the demon lords are basically is great.
So, I think we could also because often Rimuru just giving Valdora manga and just putting him in the corner.
Well, the thing is, I could say is
he's just there in a corner reading manga all the time. It's great.
As much as we can say this, 2 of the anime that are in the top lot are going to get points in the next round. So I think on that basis we can count Spice and Wolf out at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love Spice and Wolf.
But it was very good show.
I'm absolutely continuing.
But I think one of the big reasons we can count it out is he gave it the disappointment one.
Hey.
Also,
well, I had to be honest.
Yeah. Also, you two will just say it's a carbon copy of the original.
Yeah. No, I think it doesn't offer that much for you if you have seen the original.
I mean, and as a new viewer, I loved it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, obviously, but we have to take that perspective.
Yeah,
as well.
it's understandable.
We have to take that perspective. We have to take that perspective as well. With the same with the Unnamed Memory and Light novel thing. I can't take that perspective on, but I have my own issues with it.
Yeah.
But my issues are just my praises and issues are just as valid. Let's move best original.
Just quickly as well. Laid Back Camp Season 3 is amazing. Go watch it.
Best original. Okay,
Yep.
So it's time to really discuss it. And I will say I made my final decision last night on the top 2, and it was really keen down to the top 2.
I made my decision yesterday when I was re-listening to all the OPs.
I did it this morning.
I did last night during the election results.
And 5. Soon you got 5.
Yeah,
Reece.
5 for me.
I've
5.
got 10.
You got 10.
I've got 5.
5, and I've got 5.
Okay, so 5th for me is Mission Yozakura Family.
Very good.
Well, that's not winning.
Yep. 4th, I went Windbreaker.
Yeah.
3rd, Sandlands.
Hey.
Really within a shot.
I'm happy someone else enjoys Sandland.
I'll say I really did.
It's great.
Really is. 2nd with Go-Go Loser Ranger.
What?
What? Whoa! What?
Second?
Yeah, I will explain afterwards. And then first, Kaiju number 8.
Fucking hell, that's a surprise.
Yeah.
Reece again. He always hits the curveball every fucking time we do this. He hits a curveball. Mr. Elliot.
Number 10, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my praises skill to rise in the world. Number 9, the first time this one's been mentioned, A Condition Called Love.
I didn't watch that.
It's pretty. I honestly, I enjoyed it.
Right, earlier when I was saying is that going on the list and get points, you said no.
Well,
it's not. It's honorable mention.
Oh yes.
Number 8, Train to the End of the World. I wish I could have put that higher.
Fair.
Number 7, An Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride. Number 6, I'm so sorry, Go Go Loser Ranger.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
Number 5, Sandland.
Oh, so I put it higher than you did.
Yeah, apparently. Number 4, Mission Yozakura Family.
I'm glad people didn't dislike it because I was worried people would dislike it.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
And number 3, Kaiju number 8.
Oh.
Nobody got him the way you do.
Number 2, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night.
No, too surprised there. That was pretty good.
And number 1, big surprise, Windbreaker.
Breaker.
Yeah.
It was so close between number 1 and 2.
Ren?
And number 5, Go Go Loser Ranger.
I thought this would be where it'd catch up and it's completely fallen down.
Number 4, Windbreaker.
Yep.
Number 3, Train to the End of the World.
No surprises there.
Number 2, again, I've put Viral Hits.
I was expecting that to be number 1.
Same. I was.
Well, I've had to be realistic.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love Viral Hit, Kaiju's a better show.
So, my number 5... actually, I have 6 as it turns out. Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night just missed.
Oh, I
missed.
love that show though. So
Arch-
good.
Archdemon's Dilemma was number 5.
Hey.
You'd probably be happy that someone else marked that one.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I love that show. It's great.
Number 4, Go Go Loser Ranger.
Oh.
Woo.
Number 3, Windbreaker.
Oh wow, I'm surprised it's that high for you. I thought I'd be the only one really bumping it up.
No, really liked it.
I love it, yeah.
Number 2 came down, and I was going back and forth.
I
between
knew it would be these two.
Kaiju number 8 and Mission Yokozuna
Wait,
Family.
can I guess? Can I have a guess?
Everyone take a guess. I'll start with you.
Number 1, Mission Yokozuna Family.
Same.
That one?
What was the question?
Kaiju number 8 and Mission Yokozuna Family. Which one did I put number 1? Do you think?
Yokozuna Family.
You're all wrong. I put Kaiju number 8.
Oh, shit!
Oh, wow.
I was thinking because like you were bumping it up so much.
That's why though. Kaiju number 8's got a blonde in it.
Oh yeah,
It makes sense now.
It all
But
connects.
Reese, it doesn't have the big tits.
Do you know what it is? Mission Yokozuna Family is great. It's coming into the... And I might rate it even higher when we're going into the next core, because it will continue into the summer season.
Yeah, it's got 27.
It's got a couple of episodes that are a bit that have some weaker moments in it, and it does take a bit of a while to get set up. I'm glad they put in that setup because it means those characters have some depth to it.
Yeah.
But there was a... I didn't think any of the episodes missed in Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
No, agree.
And I want to see where Mission Yokozuna Family is going rather than where it is right now. So that's the reason I put Kaiju number 8 over it.
So I'm the other one out here. I'm the only one who didn't pick Kaiju. I picked Windbreaker.
Why did it appeal to you so much?
It was really close between all three, but Windbreaker. That was the show I was just most excited for every week.
Yeah, first.
Like,
Yeah.
like the characters are just so enjoyable. The fight scenes were really good. Like the entire first season was just one massive fight essentially between Bofurin and Shishitoren,
It was basically a mini tournament.
and it was really good. I love seeing all the characters fight in their own way, and the cliffhanger for the second season. Holy shit! I just love that. I just love it so much.
I haven't got to the cliffhanger because I've been watching it in dub.
It's
but
Yes.
I am going to continue watching it.
It's not much a cliffhanger, more just build up to the second season.
Right, so we have a top 5, but we'll go through a couple more. Mission Yokozuna Family did much better here than I was expecting, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to miss some points.
I'm surprised I'm the only one who was really bumping up Jellyfish Comes From at Night.
It was nearly there, but I decided Archdemon did a little more for me.
It's so good, man. It's just such a great, as amazing characters. And
Yeah,
the songs are great.
This was a very close contest.
Yeah.
Very well. And there was it's props to how good these shows were. Kaiju number 8, beat Go-Go Loser Ranger. What's your explanation for it?
So with mine, Go-Go Loser Ranger, it did have quite a few episodes that were just very slow paced.
That's fair.
And not a lot happened.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
That's
Which is what brought it down for me.
That's all my problem at the beginning of it. I did feel like it was kind of slow.
Yeah.
Slow at times when I felt like it should have been a bit faster.
It felt like quite confused, I thought, in terms of its themes sometimes. Like, sometimes it wanted to be kind of like serious and look at the oppression of these people, like, versus like a lot of comedy, which didn't really gel, in my opinion.
I felt it worked. It worked at times. Like my favorite scene is still in the first episode where everyone's scrambling to try and make this week's monster.
Oh yeah.
So, let's talk. I think Windbreaker's one to talk about as well. Well, we talked about Windbreaker. Kaiju number 8, though, it's a fantastic season and it lived up to the hype.
It was amazing.
Massively,
Yeah, absolutely.
Cannot argue with it.
It's a very good show. And I've already mentioned my points about I like the fact it examines what a world that's regularly hit by kaiju would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does some great lead characters in it and a great
Yeah.
ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Massively.
protagonist's nice in that he's like considered by everyone a little bit past it, given another opportunity, but totally not the way he expects it would have to be.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not a lot of shown protagonists that are like that.
No.
And it's I think the kaiju transformations are excellent. I actually didn't know he was going to have the transformation initially. Because I hadn't read the
I hadn't read the manga, but I kind of knew he would transform.
I had no idea.
Same.
So it was a bit of a surprise when we went into the first episode, but I think they did a really great job with it.
Yeah, massively. Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
so excited for season 2. I might not even wait to go to my Shonen Jump manga app and
Oh,
start
I'm
reading.
absolutely reading this. I'm also waiting till Mishiya's Sakura Family ends to read that as well.
Yeah, same. I think
Actually, here's the question: Sakura Family versus Spike's Family, which do you prefer?
Spike's Family.
I've only seen Spike's Family.
That's fair.
I'm going to say at this point in time, even.
Oh wow!
Oh.
But I think maybe Spike's Family had a push.
I think that's actually kind of tough. If you're talking about the very beginning, Spike's Family, but season 2, but Spy X Family has been sort of meandering when the anime.
That's the thing. I think like Mission Yojikura, it will be what because Mission Yojikura Family is eventually going to get into a meandering.
It's
segment.
I mean, apparently it's in its final arc of the manga.
Yeah, but I'm
so
saying
it could be ending soon.
Yeah, but let's say that partway through the manga, it might get to a meandering segment.
Yeah.
It's going to be how good is the meandering segment? Which one has deals the least amount of damage with their meandering segments?
Yeah.
I will say I think Spy X Family is a bit more original than Mission Yozakura Family.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's where the Spy X Family has a bit of the edge.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over the top. So it's time to pick an anime of the season, I think.
I think it's obvious, honestly.
But I want to go over the top 5 just because it's tradition at this point.
Yeah.
So 5th place is... Let me double check this to be safe. Yeah, I got it here. 5th place was Mission Yozakura Family, 14 points. 4th place, and this was a surprise for me, Konosuba Season 3, 17 points.
Damn.
3rd place is Windbreaker, 23 points.
I'm surprised it got that high. I thought I'd be the only one really bumping it up.
Really surprised with this one. Go-Go Loser Ranger in 2nd with 31 points.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Kaiju number 8 with 42 points.
It's obvious.
It's obvious. It's
Yeah.
Kaiju number
Yeah.
8.
I knew that will win from the very beginning.
Yeah, I sort of knew it was going to be. So, the Anime Amigos anime of the season is Kaiju number 8.
Everybody clap your hands.
Now, here's the thing, though. Are we considering how does that affect the wildcard situation?
I mean,
I'm going to say now, Windbreaker instant wildcard for me.
Viral hit is a shoe-in.
I'm not. I'd say I've got 2, and at the minute, Mission Yozakura Family is probably going to be one of them.
That's not surprising.
Reese, presumably Go-Go Loser Ranger is one of your 2 potentially.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's confirmed for a season 2 as well.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to guess nothing's taken up Braven.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So
that's staying to the end.
So
Oh,
the minute
definitely.
it's definitely looking like, unless something comes along very good for you, it's going to be Go-Go Loser Ranger and Bang Bang Braven.
Yeah, so that's my 2 locked in at the minute.
Well, we can't say locked in because you haven't locked them yet.
I know, but at this point, I don't think much could overcome them.
I would say Mr. Yozakura Family is near locked for me, but I'm not going to lock it in until I know for a fact it doesn't suck in the second half, and there's nothing else. There's not 2 more things that come along that I think are much better.
Again, the lock currently for me is Windbreaker.
So it's going to take a lot for you to beat Windbreaker.
I think so. Yeah.
Remember Dan, whatever the fuck.
Dan.
It's
Wait,
coming
that?
out. Yeah, that's coming out that's getting its Netflix show soon.
Yeah.
Also, a sequel to a second season of Dorohedoro has been confirmed, which
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
excited for.
And it's a new season of Trigun Stampede. It's called Trigun Star some.
Oh,
Gazer.
sick!
Stargazer.
Oh, I'm excited now. That's cool.
It's set. There's a bit of a time skip this time though, 2.5 years.
Yeah,
It's also funny how the name in this one after Jean-Luc Picard's original ship, the Stargazer.
So let's look at the summer anime. I think
A big one, obviously. Let's get this one out of the way. Oshinoko.
Oshinoko. It's already debuted. We because we took June off. Obviously we were a bit late to the to the mark on this one, but its first episode went down quite well. I know that 2.5 dimensional seduction. That's basically hentai-esque dress-up darling, from what we're told.
Again, one that's been getting a lot of hype. Aoya sometimes has her feelings in Russian.
Yeah, I've heard some good things about
That
that.
the light novel's been got a lot of very good scores.
Fairy Tail's coming back after its extended break.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. So,
Year's
like,
Quest.
is that going to be a weekly ongoing thing, or will that be like coming back for a short space of time?
I think it's just a short space of time because
Okay.
they're focusing on doing one big quest at the minute.
Okay, sure.
Kimi no
I will not be able to watch Fairy Tail. I have not finished the original. There's over 100 episodes. I'm not doing that.
I'm
No,
not
no.
gonna. I'm not.
Yeah, it's
gonna.
only 200 episodes. Ali. You can binge that on the
Well,
weekends.
I'll watch it just because, like, I'm sure I'll pick it up.
One's
Yeah.
getting its 3rd season coming onto Netflix, but I don't know if there's access to the first, whether you can get access to the first 2 because they're not licensed in Europe. From Me to You, season 3.
Oh, I think that's gone to Netflix.
The Chocolate
It is going to
Brothers
Netflix.
anime.
It is going to Netflix, but season 1 and 2 I don't think have.
Huh.
I mean, I can check in a minute, but I don't want to get any copyright.
Yeah, so I can't wait for everyone's favourite character, Mr. Smith, pronounced Smythe, to show up.
the one that you talked about.
On Trickle Brothers.
One that you talked about in
Sorry.
private.
Come on, Ran.
Sorry, I'm not that hardcore. fan.
One that you
Got to know the law.
I
one
know.
comedy one that you talked about a lot, Elliot. My dear friend Nokatan.
Or to be exact, Chicken Naka 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 Goshi Dan Dan. Chicken Naka 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 Goshi Dan Dan.
And
Chicken
Pseudo Harem, the girl who dresses up in several different characters.
I'm very
To
excited for that one. That
convince the
sounds
guy that
really
he's got a
good.
harem.
Suicide Squad Isekai?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not all. I don't think we're getting that.
We're not getting it in Europe because it's not got a license.
It's
over
not
there.
Disney
And
Plus.
also a Tower of God Season 2.
Tower
Yeah.
God Season 2 is coming.
One that Ren might be interested in. Neo Automata's coming back.
Oh, sick.
My wife has no emotion. That looks alright.
Oh, fuck.
It's a sort of Blade Runner-esque thing.
Okay, sure.
While the spin-off Mazinger from the 70s, Grendize is coming back.
Now,
One I'm actually really excited for was Story of Wand and Swords, just because it's done by this guy who did Danmachi.
Now, if the story is, if the comedy works in this one, it could be quite good. Plus-sized elf.
Pardon?
Yeah, seriously.
There is a BL.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's going on to High Dive
Okay.
with both
Just,
the
just where all your fetish stuff goes.
Both-
Yeah, I was going to say.
and I should point out it does have an uncensored version going over there as well, so that tells you everything you need to know.
Literally, yeah.
There is a BL anime coming out, Twilight Out of Focus.
Yeah, it looks like the animation looks quite good for that one.
Pepe, what are you doing?
Who's playing some of Pablo's toys?
No.
One that I'm very curious about, just because very curious about Tatsuketsu, Fate of the Majority, mostly because it's got very bad scores. I'm a glutton for pain.
Elliot, you might be interested in this one. Something called I Parry Everything.
No.
This one,
Obviously big one. Carbide Vanguard's back.
Yeah.
there's
Woo!
this one I'm kind of interested because the premise show Shimin how to become an ordinary.
One that I've heard, or one that seems interesting. Dungeon People.
That looks alright. It doesn't look like an amazing season, which is good because I'm doing a lot of moving about. That's this.
I mean, for starters, we've got Vulcan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
I'm doing another thing around the beginning of September.
And who knows, maybe there'll be another snap election before the next anime.
Not again.
Well,
Not another one.
Well, it depends on what vegetable they can get to go up against Keir Starmer.
Very good point, yeah.
Failure Frame. That one actually is a pretty good isekai from what I've heard. Its first episode's apparently just premiered.
The Elusive Samurai, a Shonen Jump anime done by the same guy who wrote Assassination Classroom.
That's gotten immediately for me because I love Assassination Classroom. Anything he does, I'm immediately going to go to it. It's not started yet.
I like the look of the art style for this, the Elusive Samurai.
Yeah,
that's
I
what-
just mentioned that
oh,
one.
sorry.
That's what we've just been talking about.
Sorry.
As Elliot mentioned, it's the Assassination Classroom author's work.
Oh, no way.
One that a lot of people are actually pretty looking forward to, No Longer Allowed in Another World. That was got quite a bit of hype, actually.
Yeah, apparently that's an isekai. So there's a couple of isekai that actually have good hype this time. There's Failure Frame and Not Allowed in Another World.
Oh boy, it's our resident incest one, Days with My
I
Stepsister.
saw that, yeah.
Oh.
It's got a good score, apparently.
A journey through another world, raising kids while adventuring.
No, no.
Interesting.
Is it this season or next season that one Too Many Losing Heroines? There's one about all the
I
girls.
think that's this season, actually.
Could not say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's this season. What's that?
Yeah, Makane. Yeah, that is going to be this season.
Yeah, one that I'm actually kind of interested in, Cafe Terrace and Goddesses. That was apparently a really good one last year. It's got a
Okay.
second season, so I might check that one out.
I'm gonna. There's some. It looks like it won't be a dreadful summer season. I think so. Shy season 2, if anyone's
Yeah,
interested.
Shy Season 1 was bad though.
Wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was more average than just like
Yeah,
bad.
it's just.
It just felt like I was trying to bring My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but it's just like a female focused version.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Let's figure. I think we need to.
I think that's all the ones we can really talk about.
Now, so obviously we'll be. So since we took June off, we're back with another one in late July,
Yay!
which we're going to talk about an anime that came out in 1999, similar to.
I'm talking about Great Teacher Osaka.
Ren's got One Piece.
Yes.
We're just going to talk about the East Blue arc, though, to be safe.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Reese, what?
I'll talk about the OG Digimon again.
Digimon.
Digimon Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
What are you talking about again, Cal?
I'm trying to remind myself now because I've forgotten.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, there's a classic Dementia again, Cal.
It wasn't Card Captor Sakura, was it?
No, I think we said that didn't come out in our end.
I think it came out
You got
in
OG
98.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Monster Rancher, Hunter x Hunter. The
Oh,
OVA.
no, hang on. Jinro, the Wolf Brigade. That's a film, but it did come out in 1999.
Oh, I've not seen that.
It's a haunting movie.
Initially.
Do you know what? Because we haven't talked. Something we haven't even. We talked about Yu-Gi-Oh in the past. We talked about Monster Hunter. We've done that. We haven't talked about Jinro, and that's a movie that I really love.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I will say, if you guys choose to watch it before this, it's only an hour and a half, but you might need a wiki afterwards.
Yeah.
So you can understand
Yeah,
this.
probably not. We have 3 weeks until next time I'm Amigos, and I have like 50 odd episodes of GCO to
I've got
watch.
a lot of One Piece to watch.
You don't need to watch all that. Just watch a live action. That's basically the same thing.
Comparable, yeah.
So we'll be back on July the 26th because I've got to get it done I have got to finish it that weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no choice in the matter because I can't wait. I'm going away on Monday after that.
Yeah, we're going away on Monday.
Yep.
You mean?
Of course.
He's not.
Hey.
He's already been away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everyone except Reese actually, because you're
Pretty
going.
much. I'm also away.
You're flying to, and you're definitely going to land in Germany before we get to Amsterdam.
Certainly. Yeah.
Fingers crossed you actually have your luggage this time.
We've kept a moshtel place just in case.
There's no connection, so luckily it should be fine.
Okay.
All right, so thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Everyone.